Vigilante Williamson here on the 23rd episode of Culture Crime Fighters. A little more amped because Matt made it. I know he's had a lot of, sorry for the delays. It's not all Matt's fault because I spurred down a little too. But I can't hear him, and I'm not sure if you can hear him.
Oh. How about now?
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. How you doing, man?
I'm good, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sure you're tired because you literally just got home from work, man.
Just walked in the goddamn door. Here I am, man. I made it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Culture Crime Fighters. Thank you for the patience and honestly, thanks for the audience for sticking with me while I had to work. I'm sorry I had to work. I love you guys, and I'm glad to be here. It's a Culture Crime Fighters, my favorite thing to do in my whole life, and here I am. We made it.
Yeah,
it's happening.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna put this on the chat. We love you guys, but if you wanted to, you're like, oh man, he had to late. If you guys gave us a lot of super chats and shared our stream, we would be we could be full-time YouTubers that much quicker.
I'm saying,
therefore,
it really is on you. It's really your fault.
Yeah,
I have to work another job. I mean, the wake down. I'm looking at you, buddy.
Exactly.
Snorter
Poopus, Cinch and Dillo, Islington girl. Ogre Squasher is doing his part, to be fair. But
I love the Ogre Squasher.
The Ogre Squashers, he's trying to do it himself. Yeah. No, we love you all.
We love you all. Thank you all for waiting. We love you. I'm as lucky to have you as anything.
God, yes. This is like this is therapy as much as anything. Like it's funny. If you picked a perfect day to delay, because I was like not feeling it at after I got, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling pretty hype.
Worked out. Hype. Yeah, I didn't plan it, but
my god!
What? Oh, he did it!
Jesus, I'm joking, man.
Love that man.
101.71 from Ogre Squasher. Holy smokes,
Ogre Squasher! Are you going to Vegas? Are you going to be in Vegas for the Nerdrotic game? You could probably just fly in there yourself.
Yes.
You go. You show up. I will buy you some drinks, my friend.
Yes,
I will buy you dinner.
Even though I'm not going to be there, I will pay for your hotel,
right?
Because you're the man.
Yeah, man.
Sponsoring this, and I'm working on a long review, which actually I'm kind of going to piggyback off that start. And I have you early in the review as the executive producer because of how much
he is
of a contribution. And the intro is going to show you as the executive producer because you are producing this.
100%.
The show, this channel. I don't know where I would be without you, but. Man, there's a lot to talk about, but I kind of wanted to start off with something I noticed from doing my review and listening to a lot of Mahler. Something clicked into place about Hollywood writing, and it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Oh, now we're talking. Let's get into it.
So it just hit me that they were trying to make money with The Last Jedi, and I didn't realize that.
Interesting.
And because I thought it was nothing but fuck Luke, fuck what came before this, you know what I mean? I thought it was so much about agenda, and it was, don't get me wrong.
100%.
But what happened somewhere along the way, and shout out to all super chats count, and the best one smoking right now, the Wake Down tipping 420. Let's see what he said real quick. Insert mean-spirited comment here. I'm sure you'll do a lot more mean stuff by taking clips from this very show. I'm sure of it.
The Wake Down's our Perry Chan.
He is. He's the man. He's the man.
He's the man.
Yes. Here's why. Now here's the thing. We have to understand Hollywood's perspective.
Bing.
They learned the wrong thing from the MCU. I thought, being logical, you would have learned canon. I've been wondering this, and as I listened to Mahler review, I realized how many bad jokes and bad tonal things were happening with The Last Jedi, and I'm like, oh, they learned set pieces and bullshit jokes, and what they are doing now. They are coming up with their set pieces first. They're coming up with their jokes second, and then trying to stick it all together with story. And
Dude,
yes,
you're
they have woke
nailing it.
agenda.
You
Yes,
are
they have all this
nailing
other
it.
stuff going on. But that clicked into place. It became so obvious when I'm doing my review, listening to Maulers, and something else I got out of the Mandalorian. I kept thinking, like, man, it feels like they're writing the set pieces first and figuring ways to get into them and out of them.
I'm so
And
proud of you. I am.
And it really hit me. I'm like, oh my god, they were trying. Now they failed because they're incompetent.
As much as I don't want to shit on the Tomorrow War, do you see how that's a similar formula? Did you watch the movie yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, okay, similar formula. You have big future set piece with monsters, aliens, Dirk, and like, you know, they got to fight them. But then they're like, all right, we'll throw some improv actors in here and they'll make little cute, adorable jokes like a Marvel movie. Cause you know, it's Star-Lord. So we need little sarcastic jokes, which is so stupid. And then you see, like, it wasn't woke. It's just a script unraveled. Like the script just didn't make sense. It was like they didn't know where they were going when they started, which is fine, but they didn't redraft. They didn't, like, you know, get tighter and smart anymore. They're not. They don't care. It's like
first or second draft they're filming.
You just nailed it. Like, it's set pieces first, like what will make a good trailer, what will keep people interested, then we'll throw in some quips, and then we'll try to wrap it all up. And that's their entire way they make movies. Yep. You're 100% right, dude.
And so, I'm not saying that they still have an agenda, but like, I even think with Luke, yes, they were trying to kill him, but they thought like they were cool. I think because they thought, oh, people will laugh when he's drinking green milk. People will laugh when this, that, and the third. Because they don't have they don't care like us.
Because they also don't have a real sense of humor. Like, their sense of humor is like cute, like little jokey jokes, like aha, isn't that adorable? Like,
isn't that clever? They don't have a real sense of humor. So it's like when they do something like that, like, it's not attached to reality. Like, I watched this in my acting classes. Like, we would work on the cutting edge scripts, like whatever was not out yet but was casting, that's what we would work on. We would, you know, the new sitcom, the new single cam comedy. And we, dude, in every joke, there was no truth in their humor. It was just like, isn't that silly? Isn't that quirky? Isn't that awkward? Like, there was no real reality. There was no depth in what they were. And that's the thing. It's like, so they don't care. It's like, is it funny for half a second? And that's as much as they give a shit about their comedy, because they're shallow people. They're very shallow. Real quick before I get into it, Ogre Squasher, I did see your extreme super chat. I'm not sure if
he was talking to me.
Oh, he's talking to you?
Yeah, he sent me $100 too.
Oh, Ogre Squasher! You're funding everything. You're the man.
Unreal, man.
You're the man.
You are the fucking man. You better be in Vegas, dude.
You're the man.
Do I this guy a blowjob? Like, he's like, how much money is he giving me? I mean, at this point,
I owe him the ass.
Yeah,
but like, I owe him the ass and the sandwich at this point. Not to be outdone, Islington girl succumbed to the peer pressure for $284. I'm sure it's $250 or something in Canadian. She said just a tip, so I guess I'm getting pegged on top of it.
She loves us.
She loves us. So thank you, Ogre Squasher, for your executive production. Thank you.
And he didn't say anything. He never says anything. There's never any like, hey, you know, fucking JJ's a cunt. Nothing. He's just like, nah, thanks, boys. Like, oh my god, thank you, man.
Yeah, you guys,
like, flooring. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I hope that you're in Vegas, man. Really do. Fly that beautiful little jet into Vegas.
Yeah, I know he's training on a new jet or something like that.
Really?
He's doing something cool. Yeah, he's doing something
That's cool.
He's doing cool. He's the cool, you know, mysterious benefactor of the culture crime fighters. I always go back to Pip from Great Expectations. Just that guy who's just, you know, funding his whole life. Yeah. Did you ever read that book? I have not read that book.
It's actually pretty good. As someone who hates women, you'd love it.
I do not hate women.
I know you don't. No, it's actually really interesting because, like, so it's kind of a lot's going on, but like the kid is like mysteriously wealthy. He has no idea why. Like there's like this anonymous benefactor who's always giving him money. And spoiler alert, it turns out like when he was a kid, he was really nice to this criminal, and the criminal like ended up making good and was just so taken by this kid being nice to him that he just kept, giving the kid money. So he's just kind of well-to-do, but he's kind of like a poor like Englishman. So he ends up like courting this woman. This is all like, I mean, from probably 25 years of memory, how long ago I read this book, but he ends up courting this woman, and she like makes him fall in love with her, and she eventually like it's almost like she was programmed to hurt men, to like ruin their lives by her like great aunt or like her great grandmother, who like when she was younger got left at the altar. So then she like took out all her hatred and vitriol by making this like young beautiful woman just make men fall in love with her and then like break their hearts and ruin their life. And she was just living out this like fantasy over and over, and like that was like the story with like Pip. Yeah, honestly, Dickens was a really good author. Like his stories were very good, and Great Expectations, I mean, when I read it, it was a really good book.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I know.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Yeah. And to kind of piggyback into the topic, that writing was labored over. They don't labor over this writing. They're not. They just they think set pieces and jokes will make it this way. Wait Now says Disney thought we'd eat up this garbage and pay them for it in the process. It wasn't until Solo they started to realize the mistake. Now they're just being spiteful. I agree. There is spitefulness.
I agree, and I also don't agree. Luke's just bugging me for a second, so I'm just going to give him love until he gets annoyed and runs away, which he will do momentarily. But it's like, it sounds like that's also what's in the new Black Widow movie.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it's set pieces, like man bad and maybe some like quippy jokes. But it's like you nailed it, dude. Like it's this superficial facsimile. It's like, what did people like about Iron Man? Well, they liked that there were jokes and big set pieces. So they just, they like assembly line duplicated that. It's like, no, you fucking shallow idiot. It wasn't the only reason why we enjoyed it. Yes, we enjoyed it in context. It's like, Luke, remember your training. Reach out with your feelings. It's like, my favorite example is The Expanse, because I remember watching The Expanse and watching The Witcher around the same time. And I think everyone knows The Expanse is my favorite show. And the genius of The Expanse is it does a lot of action, a lot of brilliant action, but it only does it when it's necessary for the story. And no obligatory action, no like, oh, we have to, it's episode 4, we have to blow something up. It's not like that. Like if something's happening, it matters. And I remember watching The Witcher around the same time, and The Witcher was like, well, we have to have a fight scene. And by the third or fourth time, you don't care. Like you're not attached to it because it's like, oh, it's obligatory. Like it's a video game. It's like the difference in a video game is I'm playing the action, watching meaningless action, just like empty. It's like what they don't get is that the reason these set pieces, the reason these big action moments, the reason even the jokes worked is because there was an underlying foundation, a story that we were connecting with. And that's what we gave a shit about. Yeah. And that's why it worked.
And the worst part of that is we've now trained a generation of Hollywood folks, people who work in Hollywood at every level, to think that way. And they have to unlearn their training. If you started writing in Hollywood in 2012 and you're writing on a show now, the entire time of 8 years that you've been writing, set pieces and jokes have been the template for writing. Like that's been the way to write. And obviously you need set pieces and humor, but that's what they do. And real quick, because everybody's joining in on the super chat. Man of War 665 neighbor of the beast. With his near obligatory $6.65. And he said, and to think I got it first on the cheap even. So I'm not talking about, I guess he's talking about the tipping. And I appreciate the tips.
Hell, he got me. He was my first super chatter ever.
Yeah.
100%. And I do want to put out the Wake Down and Lord Thoth, God bless both those men, are pointing out that The Expanse was the greatest show. And I firmly agree. Yes, it was. I agree. The first 3 seasons are perfect. Fourth season is not bad. Excuse me, not bad. Just kind of clunky and awkward. Like it just didn't do what I wanted it to do. It just went right back into like, oh, Belter and Mars conflict. It's like, yeah, whoa. Everything's different. Like the universe can now be explored through these portals. Like, are we gonna deal with that? They're like, nah, the Belters. It's just like, all right. It was good, but it just wasn't what I remembered. What was so taut and genius about the original 3. And the 5th season straight up fucking bad and woke. So yes, good point, gentlemen. First 3 seasons of The Expanse, but god damn, those are good. Still some
I still
great
have to
TV.
check it out. I'm so behind on media. There's a lot of things I've been meaning to check out. And that's on the list of the many things.
What have you been watching? Because I watched something recently that I really liked.
What'd you watch recently?
Troll Hunter.
I'm not sure if is that like an older thing?
Yeah, I think it's like 10, 15 years.
Okay.
It's a Norwegian movie. Hail Grinakuma.
Hail Grinakuma.
Although
he changed his name, didn't he?
Yeah, he's not Grinakuma anymore. What the hell? 2010. 11 years old.
Okay.
Dude, this movie was really fucking good. It's in Norwegian, so it's all subtitles, which at first I was like, and the only reason I don't like subtitles is not because I don't like watching subtitles things. Is that you can't look away. You have to watch the entire thing. You have to be super focused on it. So that's the only reason it feels like a chore to me. But it was 2010, so it's a found footage movie, which we've
sometimes
seen a lot.
they hit, sometimes they don't.
And it's kind of a gimmick. It's sort of like that shaky cam thing where you're like, all right, okay, we get it. But it was done around the time when that was acceptable. It's not a new movie. So you're like, okay, fine. Understood. It really works because it basically examines like the mythology of trolls, which is not really that well of an explored, mythological being territory as far as I know, which I was like, okay, this is kind of fun and different. And the way they did it, like, it kept me very engaged. I really cared about it. And it didn't do any kind of like cheap horror moments where you're like, oh, like the camera dropped and he's dying off camera. It was nothing like that. It was very interesting. It kind of dealt with like this Norwegian government conspiracy trying to like cover up these trolls. And it was like, honestly, like for just pure entertainment, just a fun hour and a half, 2 hours. It was a really good time. Yeah.
Something to check out. Something I need to check out.
Honestly, like just fun. Like it was just pure fun. No bullshit. No unnecessary anything. Just a good, fun, different, like very different movie that, yeah. I mean, it was cool. And like the digital effects weren't like incredible, but they were effective. Yeah. Really not a bad movie.
That's something I add to the list. And I'm glad you brought up something positive. We got to talk about positive stuff.
Yeah. Every once in a while.
Again. Yeah. I haven't really watched anything new. Go ahead.
Oh, Islington Girl said she saw it. She saw it years back, and she thought it was good.
Yep,
that's something.
That's true. Troll Hunter. And real quick, because you guys won't stop, and I don't want you to stop. Wes Moody tipped a half evil $3.33 and says he pretty much canceled everything except Amazon, which he kept for shipping. Because you can't really beat that.
No, you can't.
So, yeah, I've been wondering like what to, as far as new stuff, like the damn Resident Evil thing I've been meaning to watch forever.
Yeah,
I've been working.
It's fine. It's not like amazing. It's good. It's entertaining.
But I need to watch entertainment, right? And like I've been watching, like I was thinking, like because everyone's talking about Loki now that's over. I didn't see one episode of it. I
don't have Disney Plus, so I won't.
Yeah. And I don't have it. I don't pay for it myself, but someone in my family does, so I have access to it. And I haven't seen one episode of anything Disney since WandaVision. And I don't really want to, but I'm also at the point where it's like, man, I can't just ignore everything. And so that's,
I guess. I mean, it really just depends on like what I want to do with the information. It's like if I want to make a video about it, then yeah, it's I shouldn't put my head in the sand. But like if I just want to comment on it, like everyone's gonna say something about it.
Yeah.
I'll have Critical Drinker, I'll have Gary, I'll have Pitch Meeting, I'll have everybody is gonna break down the story and get into why it sucks. So it's like, oh, the wake down.
Wake down.
Good.
Hey,
okay.
We both of us probably will take you up on that.
Hell
but
yeah.
YouTube, you didn't see anything. Everything
No, you didn't.
he's talking about completely legally obtained paid content.
Dude, the wake down is such an asset. He's such a resource.
Yeah.
He's like a producer.
Awesome. Yeah, he is.
But I mean, he's just like a producer. He just goes out of his way
like
to
producer.
yeah,
Right.
it's so interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
Like Sentient Dildo who just says mean comments all the time.
He's a assistant.
Nah,
kind of assist contributor. You know what I mean?
Ranch on my channel.
Yeah, he is. I don't know where he is now.
Probably a mistake, but hey.
Yeah. There was some comments. I see a lot of comments talking about the Batgirl thing. Did you hear about that?
No.
That's a topical thing to get into. So it's not a shock. Yes, remember the VPN. So yeah, and Brightest Day's an asset too. He helped me with a lot of the retro gaming. My wife and I, Lord and Lady Thoth, just finished Loki. Thought it was awful. She just thought it was boring. That's even worse. Nothing's worse than boredom. There's nothing worse. Like, there's something to be said about something that's incredibly bad, and it's like, whoa. Like Wonder Woman 84 is an incredibly bad movie, but it's a fascinatingly bad movie.
I love your angle on that, by the way. I always thought you should have made a video like making it like it was the greatest movie you've ever seen.
That's probably
I thought that's such a funny angle. Oh yeah, Wakedown is living up to his chat because he's already proving it. Huh, thanks. Cool.
So the Batgirl thing, this is not a shock. When I heard, I'm like, I thought they already did it. So race swap, surprise, race swap.
What? Which one?
Batgirl is now going to be played by this. I think she's Latina.
Wait, they're recasting her again?
No, so there's Batwoman and then there's Batgirl. But it's funny you mention that because they have. I don't know that this is going to be in any universe that's been previously established.
It's another redhead thing.
They hate redheads.
Why do they hate redheads?
I don't know, but it's getting really creepy.
It's so weird. It's such a specific thing to do.
Yeah. Scarlett Johansson's lucky she got in Hollywood when she did.
I don't think she's a redhead.
Is she not? I don't know. I've seen her in Black Widow.
She dyes it, but I don't think she's a redhead.
I see. But Ginger Ninja. Hell, Ginger Ninja. I actually saw him on the member stream.
Ninja. He's gonna be in Vegas, I know that.
He is.
Hell, I just booked my fucking hotel and flight the other day.
Yes.
So it's legit now, man. I am going to Las Vegas.
Cool, man. I hope you guys enjoy it, man.
I know I'm gonna miss you, Vigilante.
Yeah, I can't, but I wish I could.
Wish you could too, man.
Just the timing of everything, and because redheads are the whitest white people, I'm not sure.
It could be. I wonder though, because it's so specific to the like British Isles and like northern England, like northern Europe. Like I wonder if that's like has anything to do with it. I don't know. It's so weird though. Thoth is ginger too.
I guess so. He's a Canadian Egyptian ginger guy.
Thoth on Facebook, is that right?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard the anagram thing where ginger is like a certain other word. But I've heard. It's weird. Yeah.
I mean, it's all pretty weird to be honest.
It is.
I mean, how can you?
Doug Foulball. That's a new one. I guess it's probably like fuck Google. Going by that picture, it's a butt girl.
Yeah, butt girl.
But yeah, they've race swapped another redhead by casting Leslie Grace as Batgirl. According to Deadline, sources tell Deadline Leslie Grace has been tapped to play Barbara Gordon in the studio's Batgirl. I think this is going to be an HBO Max show. I'm not sure.
Well, that it's guaranteed to be brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that gives it a better chance than CW, but yeah. So I'm not the only one who's heard that anagram thing.
That can't be. Why would
Why would
who's
that
behind
matter?
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be such a weird thing to do. And like, to what end?
Yeah. So I guess she's a newcomer, so she's not even like an established actress.
You just eventually, that's what it is. Like, it's just, there's only so many diversity people. You know what I mean? You have to eventually just start, promoting people well above their readiness.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
Man. Jesus,
look, she's pretty fucking hot. Like that picture. Yeah. I like her mouth. But it's got a big mouth.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Yeah. So her only real credit is that movie In the Heights that came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
With some of it, there's some mistake. Like some of these actors and actresses are sort of pegged, so it's like they're already like pegged by Hollywood, right? To get
like they have a whole PR campaign built around them to be the next thing.
Yeah. So even though you're like, I never heard this person, their first 3 or 4 movies are already set out, and they're going to be doing that thing. So that for her to be In the Heights, then Batgirl that quick, that leads me to that thought. But man, this is pretty sad. So yep, it is an HBO Max thing. It's a movie though. It's not a series. Expected to be released exclusively on HBO Max along with the Zatanna. She'll probably be race swapped. Blue Beetle films. They technically already race swapped the Blue Beetle in the comics like a decade ago. So you're not going to get the white Blue Beetle if you were expecting that. It's one of many DC Comics based projects that are in the works of Warner Media. As noted, Warner CEO, I'm not sure if he's still the damn CEO after all that shit, but Jason Kilar in AT&T's transcript from their investor meeting back in March said Batgirl and Zatanna are just a sampling of the more than 24 new series, movies, video games, and documentaries from just DC. Holy smokes. Ugh, that they want to put on HBO Max.
Well, I heard that the new Space Jam movie was like basically just a tour of all of Warner Brothers properties.
Yeah, it was like a lot of parodies of stuff they already own.
It was just like, hey, we own this, we own that. We're going to see the Justice League, this, that. That goes like that's just what the whole movie was about.
I mean, it wasn't going to be a movie. Like even the original Space Jam is barely a movie. It's like
that's true.
I mean, I love it, but it's like it's just a kid. It's just kid fan service. The first Space Jam.
Didn't a famous basketball player write the new one though? Wasn't it like Kareem Olajuwon or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a writer. And
yeah, I think it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like wrote the new.
He writes for. Oh my God, you guys are going ham. First, the weight down, still smoking.
Shit, Ogre Squasher again.
Yes. I tried getting order. Weight down said, no worries. I try to do what I can do when I can't do it. Bonus points if you know who or what that quote is from. I remember not saying it in the song, but I'm not sure if that was.
What was the quote? What's the quote?
I try to do what I can do when I can do it.
Try to do what I can do when I can do it. I don't know that one.
I'm not sure. And then Anthoperion. Go ahead.
No, go on.
Anthoperion trying to up the weight down, tip $13.97, didn't say anything.
He gave me the same.
Oh man. And then Ogre Squasher, not to be outdone by you whippersnappers. Says beers are this is the first chat he actually has sent. He
said something.
He says beers are expensive in Vegas after tipping me $101.81. Holy smokes.
He speaks.
He speaks. Ogre Squasher speaks.
Ogie.
Yes. That's awesome, man. He's a god among men. He is
I
want to see you two in space for the next show. Yeah, we might be able to get a seat.
I'm always in space. I'm always in space. I need like a gimmick, like a Doomcock gimmick, where I'm like, from my satellite above the planet, I comment,
There you go. And Hail Ironcaster, who's
Hail, Ironcaster.
he's a ginger, so I can't wait to play you
He is
in
indeed.
your life story. So that'd be cool.
Yes, and he's right though. Space Jam 2 is an HBO Max commercial. That's what I heard about the whole movie.
I heard
It's just
I heard the same thing too.
one just ongoing commercial about every property Warner Brothers has.
They're not thinking about story. They're never considering writing a because it's not saying you would have got a great story, but they're thinking, hey, let's remind people to buy our stuff.
Because it's just like, that's what happens when you put bankers in charge of making movies.
Yes.
You end up with product. You end up with commercials. It's like, that's not a story. Like there's a reason why storytellers are storytellers, why it's a craft, why it's something you spend your whole life working on, to get good at. And they're just like, but I mean, if we do market research and we just collect these points of data and then organize them into a chart and then make a movie on that will make money. It's like, no, no, not at all.
The problem is they'll fail 100 times, but as long as there's a Fast and Furious to come out and prove them right, they'll keep trying. They may lose a
Fast and Furious. As much as I'd love to shit on those movies, at least they have a story.
True.
And they're definitely not woke.
Yeah.
Like they probably suck, but they're not woke. Like they're harmless in my opinion. Like I don't care that those movies exist. However, I do need to pause because Ogre Squasher sent me another super chat for $101.91.
Wow. So you've already contributed $400.
Oh my god! In like a half hour.
God,
we better fight some culture crime.
Yeah, we do. That's why we had to talk about these fucking gingers getting ginger-sided.
That's crazy.
Jesus Christ!
Thank you, dude.
Thank you, man.
You're a good motherfucker. He actually wrote something on mine too. He says, "Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker."
There you go.
Can't argue with that.
There you go.
Can't argue with that, my friend. I enjoy myself some tequila.
And he says,
pretty regular.
Trolls are inferior to ogres. I agree. You are the king of all. Humans are inferior to ogres, man. Sheesh.
I know I am.
Yeah.
I know I am. Fucking man. Thank you so much. This fucking guy. Much appreciated. Yeah. So it just sounds like more of the same, I suppose. It's almost like what's the point and even observing it? Like it's like we're not even saying anything new. It's like that's what they do. They race swap every character. For some reason they're obsessed with doing it to gingers. That's almost like an interesting study. Because you're just like, why the gingers so much? Why do you do this? It's so weird.
What do you have against redheaded people? Why do you hate them so much?
And redheaded women too. It's not just like
redheaded women, yeah.
And like, remember like Christina Hendricks? Like, remember she was like the hottest thing in Hollywood?
Yeah.
It's not like Hollywood hates gingers. I really don't get it. Who are some ginger leading men?
Offhand, I can't think because I'm on the spot.
Can't think of any.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, like, I really don't get it. It is really bothering me. It can't be the anagram. As funny as that kind of is.
Oh, right. Michael Fassbender's a ginger.
Oh, I said I didn't know that.
Robert Redford.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, you're right.
Paul Bettany.
Yeah.
Those are all gingers. They're all leading men.
Kind of have to hide it. Have to hide who they truly are. They have to pass for just like somebody passed from white.
They got to pass. Oh yeah. That guy from Band of Brothers. What's his name? He was a big deal. Captain Winters. You know him. He's what is his fucking name?
I'm trying to do.
I can't think of it.
Hopefully the chat can help us out. I think is this guy? Oh. Let me see. Michael Cudlitz?
No.
Okay.
Damian Lewis.
Okay.
But he's like a famous actor. Like he was in Homeland.
Yeah,
he's in Billions. He's a very well respected
Willem Dafoe.
actor.
You're right. Willem Dafoe is
Willem Dafoe's a ginger? No.
like a sandy brown,
No.
gingerish.
No. He's not a ginger. I've never seen any evidence of that. It's like light hair, maybe. He's no ginger.
He's
no fucking
it's
ginger.
It's brown. It's a reddish brown. It's on the edge.
Maybe it's it's kind of the way I have like little red bits in my beard.
Yeah.
Although, oh wait, you know what? Maybe not.
So, you know what? I'm looking at the picture. Some you can say no. Some he probably is.
Yeah, you know what? It's arguable. Oh, there's a picture here where it 100% looks like a ginger.
Yeah. I think I see.
I want to Google it. Is Willem Dafoe a ginger?
Yeah. So now I'm just bringing it up. But yeah, this one he definitely looks ginger. And this one he doesn't.
Yeah, the one from Wikipedia. That's the one. There's one. That one. That's the one where he really looks like.
Yeah, he looks super ginger. And in here, so he's maybe who knows? Is he a tweener? Is he lying to the people trying to pass for non-ginger?
He's like trans ginger.
Yeah, trans hair color.
That's weird. I never really thought about that one, but I guess maybe.
Yeah.
Huh. He did play Vincent Van Gogh, who was a ginger.
Yeah, he was a ginger. Look at you guys creating ginger list for Hollywood. They're all going to be replaced by Michael B. Jordan.
Ginger list.
It doesn't really matter.
That's hilarious.
Just Michael B. Jordan, though. There's no one else.
It sucks because I actually do like Michael B. Jordan, but he has become like the woke flagship.
I think he's aware of it. That's why he doesn't want to do Black Superman.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, I'm sure at some point you're like, listen, man, I want to do like. He's an actor. He's somebody who's been acting his entire life. I'm sure he wants to do stuff that he's proud of.
Yeah, he probably. I mean, the woke idiots are really not the majority of people, even in Hollywood.
No. Mm-hmm.
Especially that, like, if you're like actually a fan of Superman, you like. I just can't imagine, like, I'm not black. I just want to clear that up for everybody. I'm not black, but it's like I just can't imagine that, like, if I was,
you're as black as Sean King.
Yeah, that's true. Probably blacker. I just can't imagine like enjoying that kind of pandering. Like I just can't imagine I'd be like, yes. Just give me superficial changes, and that'll make me feel good about myself now.
It doesn't work. And like, you know, I was talking to 24/7 Fusion Media. Shout out to him. He was talking about he sees people on Facebook and they'll big it up. I'm like, none of them are gonna watch the shit. None of them are gonna watch it. Exactly they'll yes Queen Slay at a tweet or a Facebook post and then forget the shit happened because they have no investment. And then when fucking Marvel, if Iron Man came on, they're gonna break their neck to go see Iron Man. Trust me, more black people right now will see a new Iron Man movie than a black Superman. Right now.
When I lived in New York, like especially like in the hooder areas, like the Lower East Side or Brooklyn, I would always see like urban kids wearing like Marvel, like big oversized Marvel t-shirts. Like it was really common. It would be like Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man's from Queens. But it'd be shit like Venom, like the Punisher. I'd see it all the time. I can't imagine any of those kids who would wear that shirt all the time, like being huge fans, were like, yeah, but it'd be better if he was black.
No, I mean,
I just don't think that's what they connected with.
No, they connected with whatever they liked about the character.
Yeah.
Whatever cool element they liked, and that's what they connect with. And like, listen, if we need new characters, if you want to create new black characters, that would be preferred for a lot of reasons.
That? Yeah,
outside just the race, because just so we can have some new canon, so you don't fuck up all the old canon.
But and there's nothing wrong. Like it's interesting. Like it could be really interesting. Like if it's like an inner city black or just a black whatever, just someone else's point of view. It's fine, but just don't do it. That shouldn't be the entire thing. Yeah,
and for fuck's sake, you're not writing this shit.
Right.
To get back to this Batgirl, this is not going to be written. Just like Batwoman wasn't written. Once they cast a black girl, they're like, we're done. It's all written now. We just,
I think they farm it out to some diversity hires too. Like as awful as that sounds, I think like that's part of it too. Is like the writing staff are people who are just there because they fit XYZ demographic.
Yep.
Doesn't mean they're good. Doesn't mean they're ready.
Yeah.
Just means that they are not white men.
And it's, again, I always say it's not just XYZ demographic, because they're not going to hire Young Ripper under any circumstances.
Good point.
You still have to toe the line at least. You have to at least toe the line. If
that's I mean, you like, no matter what color you are,
true,
you've got to be a communist. Like, you have got to have a stupid brainwashed point of view based in nothing other than the popular opinion of your community.
Yeah,
but that's just entry level for anyone.
Yeah, but you don't have to actually know anything about communism. As what's a man from?
I think they prefer that you don't.
Yeah, Dave Harbour he just seems to have no clue about how communism works.
Yeah. What an ass. We can talk about that. But real quick, the Wake Down sent me a $2.10 super chat. Thank you. Hail the Wake Down. Says Chris Tucker and Money Talks. You only get half for that unacceptable failure, lol. Wait, what do you mean? I like Money Talks.
Money Talks is a good movie.
That's good. Damn.
That was a nice one-off movie back when they used to make one-off movies. That was actually a pretty good movie.
I enjoyed it. Charlie Sheen.
Vic Damone Jr.
I was always a fan of Charlie Sheen. You know, before he went a little crazy, I always loved him. Young Guns, Platoon, you know, even like some of the like lesser, like the deeper cuts, like Navy SEALs and shit. I always a fan of Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Always
a charismatic dude. Really charismatic.
Yeah, 100%.
Fucking wild thing. He's always gonna be wild thing.
Yeah, he seems a little nutty, but I liked his movies for a long time. I mean, Michael Biehn and Charlie Sheen. I mean, what's wrong? What's wrong with that? That's Navy SEALs right there. Yes, but thank you, Wake Down.
Thank you, man. You guys are funding the empire. We appreciate it.
Hail.
But yeah, there was something else. I think the I Am Not Starfire. I seen that back in the ethos or the ether. I'm not sure, did it actually drop or something, or was there a trailer?
I don't know.
Because I know somebody, you know, my video that I made about like 7-8 months ago when it first came out, people were watching that. Yeah, he was indeed by winning Anthroparion. I think there was a trailer for it. You know what? If you want to, because this is kind of, you know, a little influx show. We can play it.
Sure. Great.
I'm 90% sure the trailer exists, but I'm not sure if it released. Because I just know this.
I do have there's a Batting in the Comics article about I'm Not Starfire.
Okay. Yeah, they have an official trailer. Only 42 seconds. So hold on. I may have to reshare this. Oh my God.
I can hear it, but I can't see it.
Yeah, I know. I gotta give me a second. Give me 2 seconds actually.
Okay.
Difficulties, and then because you heard it through my damn TV because stupid sound card. All right, so now let's hit the old share, bear share, and then we will lose a minute of our life that we'll never get refunded on.
God damn it.
She has not Skinny Puppy, Skinny Poppy. That's awesome.
Right. I'm Mandy. All my life, I've been the kid of a superhero. But really, I'm like the opposite of my mom, Starfire. She can fly and shoot star bolts. I can't do any of that. Now, Blackfire, my evil aunt, shows up and tells me it's time to meet my fate. So now I have to battle her for the throne of Tamarin, wherever that is. And since I'm not my mother, what happens next is going to be totally messed up.
Thank God it was only 30 seconds.
I'll tell. I mean, the like animation of her terrible skin. Like, I don't know why that needs to be in there.
God,
it's a cartoon. Like, she doesn't have to have awful skin. Like, it's just so weird. It's like this aggressive, like, forcing of, oh, look at me. You know, like, if I had like a flaw that like I was just horribly, like, just so sad about or whatever, like, I wouldn't need to put it out there for everyone to see. Like, I have lots of internal issues.
Yeah.
I don't lead with that.
Yeah.
I don't make content about it. It's not like, hey, everybody, I'm depressed. I have anxiety. Love it. Like, who gives a shit? Like, it's my own personal thing, but it's like these SJW types, these people, it's like they need that to be a point of pride. It's so weird.
I get, man, it's insane. First off, sorry, Man of War 665. I just sprung that on you. We're on 30 seconds.
Sorry, brother.
And
I apologize.
Thanks, Brightest Day. Half evil super chat of his own. Says Brightest Dad. I'm assuming that's a typo. Maybe there's a clone. Maybe there's an evil Brightest Day out there. With
Could be.
But he this is actually for you. He says he wants Matt in your best Mr. T voice to say "pity the fool." I guess because your mohawk is growing.
Yeah, I do. I do a very Mr. T kind of look. I don't know if I do a great Mr. T.
You know what? You might get canceled.
Me, a woman, I pity the fool. It's very deep,
solid.
very guttural. Yeah. I haven't seen Rocky 3 in a long time, so
yeah,
I don't remember. But
come here, real man.
Yeah,
I think yours is actually better.
Thanks.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of people who don't know how to deal with their issues. You talk about anxiety, depression. Not only I am a listening girl. If this damn thing will click, she says the person also says anxiety and depression is not a point of pride and definitely not something you leave whatever. No.
Trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to improve upon it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But a lot of these people, and that's why you have the fat acceptance is a fat phobic to work out.
That's what it is. Yeah.
You have these people who, two things. One, they have no idea how to deal with their issues. And that's fine because life is a journey. But instead of figuring it out or going through the process of trying to figure it out, and it may take time. Nothing's easy. Nothing comes easy, right? But they say, okay, let me try to get validation with it. And let me try to make it so it's not really a problem. So it's not really a problem.
Really what it is. It's not a problem. It's like it's a characteristic. And not only that, it's a point of pride. And I need to make a big goddamn deal about it. It's like you really don't. Like it's not the type of thing where you should be treated poorly for it. You know, but it's not one or the other. It's not like either I hate myself and people bully me, or it's the most amazing quality ever and everyone should love me. It's like, it's really just in the middle. You're just a person with this characteristic. And it's like, look at that skin. It's just, it looks gross in animation.
She looks like she stinks, man. And that's never a good look.
She does. Why would you write yourself as uninteresting? Like I just wouldn't write myself like as I am. I'd write myself in a comic book. I'd write myself better.
Yeah, if you had a self-insert, why would you write this? Wouldn't you want your self-insert? Say what you will about Kathleen Kennedy. She made her self-insert perfect in every fucking way.
Yeah.
That was too far the other direction. But like, she said, no, that my self-insert is like, she's the bestest ever.
Yeah.
This bitch, no disrespect to Mariko Tamaki, not to call her a bit, but she writes the most disgusting version of herself as a teenager. Just looking like the stink lines, just looking like filth.
And it's like
stink lines.
And it's like, okay, whatever. Maybe the character has like an interesting journey to go on. Like that's possible. Like I could buy that, but I just feel like it's gonna have this really condescending tone. Like it didn't feel like that's what she was going for. Because you're like, all right, well, she has this like beautiful, awesome mother and this beautiful, awesome aunt or whatever who are like, you know, at battle with her, and like she's a loser who has to go like up against them. But it doesn't feel like that. It feels like, oh, I don't have any superpowers, but I'm still a queen. You know what I mean? Like, it
yeah.
It just doesn't have any like soul.
Yeah, because you know, this is not a premise that you could do nothing with. I mean, there's still the like, who's the daddy? Like that bothers the shit out of me because she looks like the Penguin, and so it's like you're telling me Starfire said, "Fuck Nightwing, I'm about to let the Penguin cream pie me and give birth to a seed." That makes no sense to me.
The Penguin, that's hilarious.
But I mean, that's what she looks like, and obviously because it's a self insert, not the actress, the writer just happens to look like the Penguin's daughter. That's just how it came out. And real quick, I'm sure you guys have all seen Mariko Tamaki, but just in case you haven't,
I was just gonna Google it.
Yeah, I mean, because I know there's new people in the chat. I noticed a few new faces
all day.
So here is the writer of I'm Not Starfire. Huh? You see her? Huh? Wonder if these things are related. What a coincidence! This is her, their blue hair phase, looking man.
Yeah, I think that one profile picture is about as glamorous as it gets with her.
Goodness, her skin looks slightly better.
Yeah, I mean that's what she was going for. But you see that kind of like the pock marks are like little speckles.
I do see the speckles. Yeah.
And I guess that's what she's like trying. It's like it's so fucking narcissistic.
Yes.
Like if she had invented the property of Starfire, okay,
it's her. Yeah,
maybe.
Sorry, Man of War. I am sorry. I know this is rough. It's just rough, man.
And it's like I'm not gonna hate on a person just because of their looks. I'm not just gonna be like, "Oh, you look like this? Well, fuck you." Like I don't. You know what I mean? That's not how I judge people, but it's just like the idea that like she is making this whole comic book about herself. And it's like this, and you're just like, what are you even doing in this comic book? And it's like, okay, fine. Make a atypical heroine. Okay, but the fact she looks exactly like you is like, ew.
Like, really? Really? And shame on, I mean, we always got to blame DC and these companies. Shame on DC for putting the funding behind this and putting all the money and marketing behind this outside of all the other stuff they have going on or could do. They want to release this. They think they're going to cash in on some young adult. There's no 15-year-old girl who's going to who does not read comics and is not already familiar with these properties, who's going to see this and say, you know what? I'm going to pick that up.
Why would you? Happen. What, like, it's like you project onto comics, like you project onto superheroes, like they're better than you. Like that's the whole point. Like they're living a more exciting, more dangerous, more interesting life. Like, why would I want to read a comic book about my day to day?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Like, that's not the point. Like, the point is, like, I'm not fighting Doc Ock in the streets. Oh, comments are off. What do you know? What a weird.
Of course.
Yeah, how strange. How peculiar.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Like, I'm reading about Spider-Man because I'm not Spider-Man.
Yeah. And it's cool for Spider-Man's a good example. He has some normal problems, right? And that makes it somewhat relatable. You want some relatable, some groundedness, but it still has to be a fantasy. It still has to be something that's fictional, that's not real, that's similar to reality, but escapism, as Doug Fugel says. We want escapism. Let's say you are this girl where you're 15 to 20 or whatever, kind of homely, fugly, frumpily looking, has a hot mom. Is this the story you want to read? Would you want to read something that gets you out of your own world? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's like a percentage of the audience out there that like, I guess girls would be, like, oh my God, it's just like me. But it's like, it's not, A, it doesn't have any mass appeal. B, it's not like the thing is not universal. Like that's what good stories are. Good stories have like a universal connective tissue that we all identify with. Man, woman, child, fucking black, white, Asian. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's humanity. And that's what we're connecting with. It's not about what the person looks like. It's about what they're going through. It's just that this like niche thing is like literally just about what the person looks like. So it's like, yeah, I guess there's probably girls who will identify with this, but they're going to be about 0.03% of the market. So it's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm not even saying you shouldn't make something like this, but you shouldn't make it for DC.
Yeah. And you know what? I will be fair, and I can't remember the interview, but apparently this is a story that she had in her back pocket. And then she wrote this without Starfire being involved. And she pitched it to DC, and they said, okay, toss Starfire in.
No, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
So that's why you do really have to blame DC because they could. You know what they could have did? They could have just released it without any attachment to any of their characters and let it be its own property. They could have did that,
but they never do that. They don't just put out woke shit like untethered. Like it always has to be like a destruction of the thing before. It's like I've been really thinking about that thing we were talking about with like the desexualization of anywhere sexual and then the sexifying of whether it never existed. And the more I think about that, like it's like the crux of what they're doing. Like they're just wiping everything away and just replacing. It's graffiti. It's cultural graffiti.
That's a good way of putting it. And Ironcatcher says DC allocated money to a number of these YA graphic novels, and they could not back out of them. That's where we got the Gay Aqualad, I Came Here Ocean, or whatever that was called. I see, and I did hear that not necessarily that, but that this is something that they had already been done like by early 2020, late 2019, and just going through the printing process. It was they were waiting for it to release, but it's like this was already done, at least from a story standpoint. So.
I think a lot of it's
some of that
behind it. That's why we have a Black Widow movie.
Yeah. We're gonna have another 2 or 3 years of this, even if they're trying to reverse course, even if they desperately want to make nothing else woke. There's so much stuff down the pike already,
right?
That we still got a lot of this coming out.
And I don't even think that they fucking give a shit. Like, I think they're happy with wokey.
Yeah,
I do. People are talking about it. Like, it has a buzz, man. Fucking,
it does.
Deny it all we want. It has a fucking buzz. People online are talking about it. There's a for whatever reason. There's people behind it.
Yeah, and you know what it is? Even the controversy, for clout chasers, they still get the clicks, they still get the views, they still get the this, that, and the third, and then they can, they can write it off. Oh, people are just racist, and it's like, all right, that's why. Let's do it again. The right type of people didn't like it, but we pissed off the wrong type of people. We pissed off the wrong people. So the people who aren't on the right side of history.
Yeah, it's disturbing. It's to me, it's very disturbing because like we've talked about, like it defies profitability.
Yes,
and that's the weirdest thing. It's like as much as I like despise these people, at least I used to believe okay, all they care about is money. It's like. That's not even what they care about anymore.
No.
That's upsetting.
That's upsetting, and that's what makes it so hard to reverse course. And like, it makes it hard as fans. I feel for the people there are people who are really fans of He-Man, who are like really upset by what's going to happen. There are people who are really fans of G.I. Joe. And I'm even semi, a casual G.I. Joe fan, not a diehard, but I remember as a kid, I played the games and watched the cartoons, and the cartoons hold up, by the way, because I've seen
really
they have a Hasbro channel on YouTube, and if you watch a G.I. Joe cartoon, you'll be surprised about the quality of writing in an '80s G.I. Joe cartoon, which is the whole point was to sell toys, by the way.
Yeah, 100%. One big commercial, yeah.
And they still have higher quality writing than what we're getting now because everything's tight. Anything they introduce, they pay off. It's much more streamlined. And no, it's not. It ain't The Wire, but it's much better than what, it's much better than what you're gonna get from average show from I Am Not Starfire, from whatever else. Man. Yeah, and Islington Girl, super based. So it's not making money, it's happily funded by someone, and that's definitely a part of it.
I mean, it begs the question. Like, it begs the inference. Like, why? Like, what kind of a multinational entertainment conglomerate can afford to not make money intentionally?
For years.
Like a decade.
Yeah. Really, really the past 5 years intensely. And there were a few hits, like, In-Game and shit came out the past 5 years. So there's some stuff to keep it afloat.
Yeah, but like, those are anomalies.
Anomalies, yeah. If you're talking about how much stuff lost money the past 5 years. Like, lots of money because everything's expensive. I mean, I shudder to think. And Hail Basco Scenario, appreciate you being here. Islington Girl also says, we are in a comfortable stage of what all this is. It will get to the point where I think it's already at uncomfortable, but then loud and then violent, though I can hope not. I'm not sure. That's I don't think you're.
I try not to catastrophize like that, but I'm also not always right. So I don't know.
Yeah. And you're not the only, and Isn't the Girl's not the only person who's said stuff like that. There's a lot of people thinking, man, you have to go. This shit is going to go to another level, especially if you consider the who's funding it, what's the agenda type thing. Like, people are going to start to just say, all right, peace. We're taking it to that level. We know who's funding our channel. It's Ogre Squash 101. He says funded by a non-ogre approved group of trolls. They're definitely trolls. They're definitely trolls. And that's what we try to do. Point, deride, and laugh at the shit. That's the whole point of the cultural crime fight. That's what we're trying to fight. Cultural crimes. And Anthroparion brings up a good point. We need China to keep rejecting then they will have only the local market that will demand quality. Even though I don't think it's just China, I definitely think they were part of the shadow funding. Because, I mean, when you look at, not to go there, but they even have this wokeness in our military, and you're like, huh.
Yeah.
Who would want your military to be weaker? Maybe a foreign
good
party.
point.
You know? So it's definitely, but ironically enough, fucking Hollywood can't even pander right because they pissed China off.
I know. It's hilarious.
Because they're not good. Out of all of this, they lack talent and skill.
Yeah, they're just used to talking to themselves.
Yes.
And that's who they know how to treat well. That's who they know how to agree with, and what the right things. And that's the thing is, they don't really agree. It's just a social contract they're all pretending to play along with. They don't even have the faculties to decipher whether they agree or not. That's not what they're doing. What they're doing is, well, I'm saying the right thing that I heard. And you're like, oh, I agree with the right thing that you heard. I also heard that right thing. Aren't we both so right about right things? Totally. Trump's terrible. And then they move on. They don't have real opinions. They're not real people. It's all an act. If they really thought about it, you'd end up with all kinds of genuine intellectual diversity. But that's verboten.
Yeah, they're actors acting like actors. They and they cannot come up with a coherent thought to save their life. I brought up the David Harbour thing. That was really last week, but I'm just like, he just seemed like he had never, he's been saying, socialism good, power, for the people and shit, but had never read anything. He took all the pamphlets at the right parties. He tossed his fist in the air at the right times, but had no clue how socialism actually works.
He sounded like a fucking asshole. And it was like, he's a millionaire. It's like, go fuck yourself. You're a socialist. Eat a dick.
Yes. Yeah, you can fund if you want to be such a socialist. You can start a commune on your own, legitimately. Right now, you can feed people, whatever.
You could feed half the homeless in Hollywood, in LA, today. It's ridiculous. You make $3.5 million just off Stranger Things. That's not including Black Widow. That's not including residuals from the other projects you're doing. You are a millionaire off one fucking show. Do you really need to be a millionaire? Not by your economic logic. You don't need to be. You could just fucking, you could just tap out and collect one check, and that would even be excessive. I mean, $350,000 goddamn dollars is a lot of money. That's all you fucking need, right? And then the rest of that money should be charity or going to social programs. You shouldn't be allowed to keep any of that because you believe in socialism, right, David Harbour? You fucking phony hypocrite.
Yeah, and then he admitted, the fascism is wrong. Well, the fascism could be a problem. Well, no shit, dude.
Because it's the only way to make it work, you jizz bucket.
Yeah, he was like, we should just share everything. So what if I don't want to? What's your plan for that?
Yeah,
how are you going to rectify that?
What if I'm working hard on this motherfucker? What if I innovate further? What if I've created something that's more valuable than this fat piece of shit next to me? You know what I mean? Sorry. I didn't mean you.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
No, I'm just saying.
I know what you mean.
Come on, not equality isn't real. The only equality we should be trying to achieve is everyone gets the fair shake under the law.
Yes. And I'm not
That's
gonna even go where I was
literally
gonna
it.
go. Cause I'm about to go to the family court, and I do that every week, and I can't. I
Dude,
love women, so I don't
no,
want to go there.
that's my favorite. Like my favorite statistic is like, yeah, okay. There's like a mild racial disparity like in the criminal justice system, but there's like a 25 to 30% sex disparity in the criminal justice system, and you're like that's what's so hilarious about feminists. It's like they're talking about this shit like, oh, it's so egregious, and it's like, is it? Like, look at this statistic. Like,
Yeah,
what do
man.
you do with this fact?
I mean, Jesus, there's a story, and I didn't end up doing a video, but I was gonna. Did you see that? We're coming for your children shit a couple weeks ago.
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
So I was gonna roll it in. I actually recorded part of it and then just decided not to. But there was a story of a woman who, I believe she was a teacher or something, 31, assaulted a 15-year-old boy and was going to get probation. When I looked up that story, there were so many different versions of it, like different people doing it, different women. And I'm like, there's no way the reverse could be allowed ever.
And it shouldn't, by the way. I'm not.
And
I don't want to sit here and advocate for male teachers to be able to fucking bang their students.
Yes, we're not R. Kelly,
It's like the thing is, it's even okay. I could even accept that it literally is different, but it's like we're never gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can say that. Like, I would be comfortable being like, because I'm fairly certain that when I was 15, 16, if a female teacher wanted to fuck me,
yeah,
I don't know about the long-term repercussions, but in the moment, I would have been like, hell yeah. And let's fucking ride. I'm down. Like, even if it's like, so basically I'm just saying it's like, all right, so then we can say that. Right? Like, we can then agree on it. But the idea that we're not saying it, it's just like,
because men and women are the same, don't you know?
But they're not. It's like these double standards exist and people don't acknowledge it. I'm like, I don't even think the double standards are necessarily wrong. It's the fucking insincerity that goes associated with it that drives me fucking crazy. That's what pisses me off more than anything.
And I would almost push back to it may be different, but I still don't think it's acceptable, because I'm like,
it shouldn't be acceptable, by the way.
A 31-year-old woman could totally she could manipulate the shit out of a 15-year-old.
Yes, I am not advocating for that. I want to make that extraordinarily clear.
It is. Matt's no longer in Hollywood. None of us have taken any oaths. Even though Oakesquash was giving us money, none of us are in the Illuminati. None of us are kid diddlers. We didn't watch Cuties, so none of us are saying this is cool.
No,
but I'm actually saying it's definitely not cool because of what. But the thing is, if everyone's equal under the law, the act that was done is the act that was done, and that's not going to be what happens.
And if we're gonna just say, listen, yeah, it's uncomfortable, but like no one was really hurt here, then fucking say it. Like, I just don't, I don't like that it's like this fucking double standard. It's like, okay, then are we gonna now, like, it's all these double standards that, like, well, when women get the short end of the stick, like, it's a fucking crime against nature. But when they get the good end of the stick, you don't hear a fucking peep. And it's like, fuck you. Yeah. That's what drives me nuts. It's like, I could even accept it if it's based in reality, but it's like, we don't even address it. We don't even bring it the fuck up. And it's like, no, fuck you. No, bullshit.
Yeah. And you guys are going fire in the chat. Like, first off, I think Notes on the Scandal was the story, a Cate Blanchett movie that was about a subject.
Pretty good movie.
I hadn't seen it. Minions of Moloch. There's Man of War. That's another way of referring to him. And so, Anthropara, this is actually one of the reasons I didn't do the video, because I wasn't 100% sure of this. He says they checked, and some of the people on that were coming for your kids were on the I call it P3DO, because you know how YouTube is, but they were on the list. And so when I wanted to double and triple check that, there was a lot of, and it probably was disinformation, but there was a lot of stuff saying no, that wasn't the case. So I just want to toss that out. I did do some research, and I was trying to look to verify either way, whether or not that was true or whether that was trumped up. I even use Brave. I don't always depend on Google. Use Brave as a browser and DuckDuckGo, even though I've heard DuckDuckGo is not perfect. So I tried to find it, I couldn't. And Glenzer says high school junior year. Yeah, there's some hot. I came across some hot teachers in my day. I remember as a senior, toward the end of the year, I just like, yo, let me get your phone number. I just did it. Somebody dared me. I'm gonna do it. Oh, she was all flattered. Looking back, I shouldn't have, because all I did is gas up some thought. But yeah, I was like, I'm a senior now, so shit, I'm gonna be 18 soon. So be legal as a beagle.
Well, I was just gonna address what Jed's comment was about the choir or whatever. That sounds like some Q shit.
Yeah.
I think what happens with a lot of that is people, they're like, maybe this is the case, and then they report it as fact.
Yeah, and I saw that's why I didn't want to run with that element. I did not.
If it's true, it's true, and it's very easily provable. If you're on a list, it's not it's public, so
yeah,
it shouldn't be hard to find that kind of information. I'm not saying it's not. I don't know, but I'm just saying yeah, that just sounds like something that I bet that's something that would someone I bet they are is and then I bet they are becomes they are, and you're that's not, you can't. We can't be I'm not going to co-sign the opposite spectrum, same type of thinking.
Yeah, because when I looked it up, they said, oh no, they were looking at people who had similar names but weren't in that list, and there was one guy who was in a different state. So when I saw that, I'm like, this may not be true. So I don't want to run.
I don't even need that to be even okay. If it's true, I guess it's worth mentioning. But it's that doesn't make it. It's not that fact.
It's still creepy without that.
Yeah, that doesn't make or break it. It's a disgusting sentiment no matter what.
Yeah, it is, and to me, it's not funny. It's not funny to talk to. Oh, we're coming for your kids. No,
and you're not kidding.
Yeah,
you're kidding, but you're not kidding. You're trying to reprogram the children.
Yeah, there's a gay BCs. There's a fucking
there's those cross dressers doing
reading kids.
Don't act like this is just a joke. It's a right wing conspiracy fear. It's fuck you. You actually are.
Yes.
I have nothing against gay people, but you are trying to reprogram the youth. Shut the fuck up. That's what just bugs me. It's I'm just dealing with facts. I'm dealing with the world around me. And we all should be doing that.
Yeah. Reality is real.
You?
Yes.
And I have evidence to support that you are. So fuck off.
A lot of people do not deal with reality. That's the scary thing. How many people don't deal with reality? How many people will follow people because they don't deal in reality? It's oh man, you're in fake land too. Let me be in fake land with you.
I think it's emotions or something. It's emotions get too caught up in the base. I don't think I was as good discussing this shit until I started doing YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because I was
myself.
I get caught up in the emotions, like other people's perspectives would, become clouding, and I would, try to. I'm no. Listen, there is a truth about the world. There's realities that are indisputable, and we just start with those and just deal with the world as it comes. I don't need to deal your hypotheticals and your worldviews and validate them. Look, if you're right, you're right. If you're not, it's provable that you're not. We don't need to waste our times in these ideals and these feelings about it. It's a waste for everyone. No, let's just the real world.
Yeah,
concrete. This is real. Let's deal with it as it is.
Yeah. So a couple other things, because again, Matt, he just hopped on work, so we didn't really do any pre-show things.
None. Sorry.
And no worries. Did you hear? I mean, the He-Man thing, and I'm not sure how big of a He-Man fan you are, and I wasn't as big of a He-Man as even G.I. Joe, but I know that apparently it leaked because Kevin Smith has a fat mouth that they're going to kill a character, Orko. And
the doggy, the beastie character.
That's the guy with the hat, and I guess
with the hat.
No, I'm trying to think. Orko. Let me look at Orko in the pack. Like I said, I'm not as big of a He-Man guy.
It was a generation before me. Like it was just a few
Yeah.
years before me. Like I remember, like my friends' brothers had He-Man toys, but it was just before me.
I had toys, but I didn't really watch the series like that.
I honestly don't think I'd ever seen it. Like once in a while, maybe just like I said, it's like that whole thing. It's like my cousin watched Power Rangers, but I didn't. It was just one generation removed. I was just too old for it at that point. I was like, that's kid shit. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah.
I
was just young enough for Power Rangers because so I was into that. So yeah, Orko.
It was just that line.
Let's go get on. This is what he looked like back
this
then.
Thing?
This guy.
Yeah.
And this is him there with the brigade. These are all women. Supposedly.
Hilarious.
Hey, at least they kept a redhead. I mean, she had to get the SJW cut. They kept her, so there's that.
I guess we'll count that as a win. I guess.
Yeah. So this is we could just skim through it because I love bounding, but lots of words.
Lots of words.
So this is what actually, you know what? Do they have clips? Just play clips.
Let's play some clips. Did you share the audio?
Yeah, I believe I did. So let's
watching the show last night.
Can you hear it?
It turns out I think I'm an Orko guy. I think he's my favorite character in the entire franchise.
That makes me so happy.
And he's so well done in this show. If you had to pick, I hate to make you pick your babies. Do you have a favorite character in the entire
Hold on, can you just pause this? What's the most prominent prop that he has in this?
That Ant-Man mask?
Fucking Ant-Man. Whose favorite Marvel superhero is Ant-Man? Fuck you, dude.
It's the Iron Giant. It's pretty cool.
No, but it's like, to me, that just reeks of Marvel propaganda. I don't buy that.
Propaganda.
I don't buy that for one fucking second, dude. Like, yeah, Paul Rudd is cool. He is nobody's favorite superhero. Least of all, who I'm supposed to believe is obviously a very deep lore kind of nerd. Nerds are notorious for the obscure tastes, the like wanting to, actually my favorite is like this deep cut. That's the whole point of this video. The whole point of this video, he's saying Orko is my favorite character in this whole thing. And yet an Ant-Man helmet. Go fuck yourself.
Well, he has all the trades up here. I think I
don't buy it.
I don't know.
I'm not saying he's not a nerd. Yeah. I don't buy that fucking placement. He either has that because of a Marvel glad handing, like wrote the good piece for Ant-Man and Wasp, how it's not a feminist pile of shit, or there's something that stinks about that Ant-Man helmet.
You probably are right. There's something like why you would think it would be an Iron Man helmet, right? That's the most obvious.
Yeah,
Captain America
like
shield. You see those
Mjolnir or whatever, like the fucking hammer.
Mjolnir,
like
yeah.
Something. It's Ant-Man's helmet. Eat a fat dick.
See, this is what it is. It's hipster.
Yes,
fan.
I agree.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Uh-oh.
Man of War says we're nerd shaming.
No, we're not. We're calling out shills. Is what we're doing, Man of War. We're not nerd shaming. We're calling out shows. Iron Giant is a deep cut.
Yeah,
that was like it wasn't even a successful animated film. It was a niche thing.
Yeah, I like the Iron Giant
helmet. Fuck you, Ant-Man. I don't buy it. It's that's some feminist shit or something. We got Batgirl. I see Batgirl. I see Catwoman. I think this is a prop. I think this is a set. I'm not saying it doesn't like this, but it feels built by a publicist or something.
It could be. I don't know. You know what? Now you got me interested in nothing. Steven, I've never heard of this guy to know, but I'm sure no one's ever heard of us.
Wait, let's Google him. Let's see who he is. Maybe I'm wrong. He could be a super nerd. Steven the artist.
Yeah. Here's his twatter. I'm not signing. It just shows.
Steven the artist. First of all,
how many followers does this guy have?
On Instagram, he's got a little over 7,000. Is this him?
4,000. Yeah. Let's see what his YouTube channel does. He has a 36 chamber reference.
I don't know him.
Yeah.
I'm just
not that many
buying
subs on
it.
this channel.
Oh, I have a different. This is Steven Castillo. That's someone else.
Uh,
There's more than one. That's why you don't go with something generic like Steven the artist.
yeah.
Is it?
So I don't know.
Do you have? Is it the same guy?
This is him because I
at
went
Steven
right
the
after the tweet. Yeah, ask Steven the artist. He retweeted something from that Star Wars girl.
Did he now?
Yeah, see, he's not a bad guy. Listen,
All
that
right.
Ant-Man helmet.
All right.
He's probably just a guy, just a nerd. He's retweeted a couple things. Like he could just be into that Star Wars girl because she's hot.
She's hot.
See,
But retweeting Anna is all right. Justice for He-Man. And it says hashtag Kevin Smith lied. And that, all right, you know what? Maybe I jumped to conclusions because he's on with Kevin Smith. And it says hashtag Kevin Smith live, Justice for He-Man. Is he? Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's her. No, he's okay. Yeah. You know what? He might be more based. All right.
More based.
All right, let's see what he's got to say.
Okay, yeah, let's just finally see what the man says. Go back. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know about the Ant-Man helmet. Who knows? Oh, Jesus. Come on.
I still don't buy it, but you know what? Maybe I was jumping at shadows, as we say.
Watching the show last night. It turns out I think I'm an Orko guy. I think he's my favorite character in the entire franchise.
That makes me so happy.
And he's so well done in this show. If you had to pick, I hate to make you pick your babies. Do you have a favorite character in the entire He-Man Masters of the Universe franchise?
Orko is very special to me, our iteration of Orko, because I'll never forget the conversation that we had in the writer's room with me, Eric, and Dia, and Tim, and Mark. You know, we were going through the show and going like, look, Orko, you know, it's not even 50-50. It's like 75-25. 75% of people just did not like the character and like, oh, he ruined the show for me and shit like that. So we were like, all right, let's change that. How do you make Orko the most beloved character? And so we introduced this kind of broken, sadder, wiser version of Orko who still has this youthful voice and childlike enthusiasm.
You got deconstruct Orko?
For adventure. And like he's got this moment where like, even if you hated Orko.
That doesn't bother me necessarily.
Where he's talking about like, please let me come along with you. I won't mess up this time. Like he sounds like a.
It's the thing. None of the words he's saying bother me. It's just what's the execution?
The audience fall in love with Orko because we knew what we wanted to do with Orko at the end of episode 4. Have him be.
It's gonna be some fucking gay woke bullshit. Like it's like it ultimately is the only thing I care about. Like creative decisions, fine. That's not what you're doing.
Yeah. So I think the thing, because like you said, episode 4 gets to kill him off. And I will say this, man. As a bait and switch, they're doing a good, like, look at this animation again. Right. It's like, that looks pretty fucking good. Like I cannot lie. I don't know what story decisions they're gonna make.
For adventure. And like
this looks
where, like even if you hated Orko your whole life, when he has
I may review this.
He's talking about like, please.
I can't just not review anything new. I can't just not watch anything new. There's a lot of buzz, and it at worst case scenario is going to be pretty good to look at.
No,
animation I can't hate on.
I'd be happy to get mad about it too. I wanna watch this though. Like this is the video like that this guy retweeted that I was trashing for having the Ant-Man helmet. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he was just there saying, "I love Orko. Mm-hmm. It's so great," and then Kevin Smith just like. Yeah, it's everyone's character, da da da. But like, so now this guy who I was like, oh, he seems woke. This is what he retweeted by that Star Wars girl, and it's not just like a regular kind of tweet. It's hashtag Kevin Smith lied, hashtag Justice for He-Man, and he was on. This guy was on the show with Kevin Smith, like so. So this is potentially bridge burning for him to retweet this. So
yeah, it is.
I mean, if that's the case, fucking based, and let's have Steven the artist on this channel.
Yeah. See, I think it went 180. Went from trashing the helmet and wondering what was on to now we're going to invite him on.
Yeah, because
big timers.
Let's see.
I have no love for He-Man. I know, but I have no love for He-Man either. But he's got a place in the world in a comic book story.
When I was a kid, I'd watch He-Man and Masters of the Universe when I got home from school. From 1981 to 82, it was a rich. I'm kind of retarded.
I have no love for
Huh.
He-Man.
Jesus, that's from his interview. That is a potential bridge burning. Like, look at what if you can go back, look at what he's wearing there, and then look at what he's wearing.
That fucking
Yeah,
stupid
he has the
Jay and
same-
Silent Bob uniform.
Yeah, the hat, the same jacket.
We get it.
Man, listen, Kevin Smith is one of those guys from the 90s. He did Clerks, he did Jay and Silent Bob. He done a few things, Chasing Amy or whatever. He has his movies, but like he had a good 15, 20-year drought of like nothing relevant and just was still there.
Wait,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at this. Dude, he's fucking base as fuck. Steven, this guy who's all over this shit. So all the reviews for Master of the Universe Revelations say Tila is the star of the show instead of He-Man. Imagine my shock. Dude, he's fucking going hard on Kevin Smith.
Look at this.
This guy fucking based, man. All right, my bad. I want him on our show. Look at
He's
that.
180.
Tila is the star of Master of the Universe Revelation, and that Kevin Smith is a liar.
Wow, 5 hours ago. Ballsy. You got to give this guy credit for that.
Dude.
Ballsy.
Baller,
Ballsy.
bro.
Because yeah, he is potentially burning a bridge. He literally took a clip from his own interview and retweeted someone using the clip from his own interview to mix it with other interviews. I gotta give this Steven, the artist guy, a lot of credit, a lot of clout.
Yo, I take it all back.
Yeah.
He retweets the shit out of that Star Wars girl.
Yeah, he does. He's a fan.
All right. Yeah, he's a big fan of hers.
Yeah.
Oh, and Drunk 3PO.
Really?
Don't read my tweets. Also, how's your jealous attempts at being Drunk 3PO coming? Yo, all right, dude. This guy's in the Phantom Menace. He's fucking based.
He's
all
very
right.
extended.
All right. Sorry, Steven. I apologize for hating on your Ant-Man helmet. I still think it's bullshit, but you know what? I respect it. Kevin Smith spoiled Master of the Universe character death in a Nerdist interview. The video had a, quote, mild spoiler warning, but was private after fans said how major it actually was. I removed the spoiler from this clip, but thought the exchange about subverting fan expectations was worth seeing. That was on July 17th. That was a few days back.
So is he with Nerdist? Is that where he's from?
I don't know.
I haven't seen Nerdist since like
maybe
13. Like I didn't know they were still around.
Look at this. Look at this. Here's the full clip with the spoiler. As an actual He-Man fan, I find this whole conversation disturbing on multiple levels.
Wow.
All right, dude. I take it all back. This guy's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Baller, bro.
Shout out to him.
All right. I want him on the channel.
All right.
We should reach out to him. I like him.
Yeah.
I respect the fuck out of this guy, dude.
Yeah.
Like for him to go be on Kevin Smith, like I don't know that I could like outwardly trash someone who either had me on their show or I was on their show. Like,
yeah.
Even if it's someone like Kevin Smith, like I would still not be thrilled about like trashing that person after the fact. Like I would maybe be like, yeah, I can't, ignore what you guys are saying. You're right. But I couldn't be like, he fucking lied. Like that's badass, dude.
That's crazy. I'm trying to confirm and make sure that he is the guy.
It's him. It's the same image. It's the same Twitter image.
Let's see a tweet.
Like if you look at the video that you shared, do you still have that tab open?
Yeah.
Like if you look at the video like that was open from before and then look at his Twitter avatar.
Yeah, I see the same avatar, but I'm trying to make sure like he's the one who conducted this interview. And it's not like retweeting someone else and we're getting confused. I don't want to.
Oh, that's a good fucking point.
Because you said put him on the show. I'm like, all right, let me make sure we're not.
Good point, dude.
Because it's maybe.
Right, because he might just be the one covering it. It might not be the guy in the video. You know what? That's a good point, too.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, sorry to kill everything. It looks like, because I'm looking at the Bounding article. Let's bring, got so much shit.
Okay.
And looking at the Bounding, it says it's conducted by Hector Navarro. And Smith. And this is Supposedly the interview. Yeah, Hector Navarro.
Oh, God.
Let me make sure.
Chris, come on.
Yeah, this is
Come
not
on.
him. So
it did seem a tad
like that was too hard.
Yeah, like it was like, damn, what a 180.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this guy's a bitch. He has his Twitter is 4 hours ago. He's got a tweet that says Tom Hiddleston as Loki is such a gift.
Oh, Hector Navarro.
Yeah.
Ah man, I thought we had a base.
Fuck, I thought we had a soldier.
Not Steven the artist for covering and tweeting this stuff.
Yeah, fuck it. Hey, Steven the artist, but he works for
Two different
Nerdist.
people.
See a tale of alligator Loki.
Guess that was now we subverted the chat's expectation. You were right in the first place.
Yeah.
It's like up in the air.
Yep. No, I was right.
Where George Clooney, he has his life mapped out.
Yes.
And he changes it at the end. He finds out he was fucking right in the first place.
He was right.
He was right to be just kind of
and he tweets he's like vaccine shit. Like,
boy.
He's a fucking beta male, like part of the fucking system, bitch bull.
That's probably
bitch boy.
He probably did not buy that helmet. He probably got it from Marvel because
100%.
So these are two different individuals.
Yeah. All right. That's why it's such
like
a
I said,
bitch.
It's like up in the air right when you see the wife. She has like a husband and kids.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa.
Oh.
he was all detached and she had changed him.
Yeah.
And she found out, nah.
That's how I felt. I was like shocked. I was like, oh, maybe I was fucking wrong. Like, you know what? Look at me jumping to conclusions and making judgments before I'm. Oh no, I was right. That guy's a bitch. That guy's a fucking bitch.
Yes. So we can go back to shitting on Hector Navarro. That's the guy. Yeah.
That other guy though, we should follow him on Twitter. He seems fucking
I am gonna follow Steven the artist. He's covering. He's definitely covering this. You know what I mean? He said he's a fan, and he's definitely covering this fucking.
He's a real fan. Yeah. God damn. It's so disheartening how down the line these people are.
Man.
Like it would just like where there's no anomalies. Yeah. They're all the fucking same. Like there's this girl that I met, this chick smoking hot. Like met this girl at a film festival. She was so hot. Turns out she was like younger than I was comfortable with. She was like just turned 18. I was like, but she was amazingly hot. Yeah. And so like followed her on Instagram because we were in the same film festival. You know what I mean? And then I saw like a story pop up the other day and I was like, oh shit, that girl. I haven't thought about her in years. Like, what's going on with her? And the first I pop up on her story and it was some COVID thing. And of course, it was just the basic Hollywood point of view. And you're like, is there anyone in that industry who's a unique thinker?
I have a transition. There is one, and that'll transition us into the next thing. I was unsure to talk about this. We know her, we love her. None other than Gina Carano. Speaking out about the whole lockdown as usual. So that it's a smooth ass transition. Smooth as two ice cubes. Mandalorian Deadpool star Gina Carano calls out people to speak against government lockdowns. Man, I got family members asking why I didn't get the jab. It's like, come on, man.
Bro, I wanted to ask you about that. So, like, you're back in the world, right? And you have, like, a real job now?
Yeah.
Do you find yourself lying about the jab?
Well, luckily, I think because I'm in the Carolinas, like, I happen to work for a place that doesn't care about it. And so I lucked up because like I noticed that, and I could talk about my job in the negative, but I don't want to. But like when I like they have like Fox News as the default like little news source browser. So I'm like, okay, they're probably boomer cons.
Yeah,
but that at least keeps me out of
fine. At this point, I'll take it. Yeah. They probably all have like Donald Trump shrines in their home.
He might.
They
There's
say a
listen,
prayer for Donald.
I
every
would be
night.
shocked if anyone outside the newer people who had just because the one girl she probably did not vote for Trump. The young she's not younger than me, but like everyone they probably are orange man. They probably they seem like the type to go to rallies. To
Well,
be honest,
The reason I asked was because I found myself
finally
like,
Cinch and Dildo shows up.
hey, he's
Yeah,
finally
go ahead.
here. No, the reason I asked was because there was a girl at work the other day who like said this thing. She's like, yeah, I mean, like the real reason why all the cases are like back up is because there's like people who are walking around like not vaccinated, like it's not a big deal, you know? And I'm thinking like, you mean like me? But I was just like, I don't want to get into it. Like, I don't want to have this conversation. I don't want to do this. So I was just like, yeah, totally. Like, I just agreed. Like, I didn't lie and say I got the jab, but I lied by like omission, by implying that I did. And I was just so surprised at myself. But I was like, you know, this is just
pay your bills, man.
yeah, this is just easier than having the conversation and doing this whole thing. And I'm finding it kind of more and more now that like things are back on the rise. And like even Austin is like, you know, we've pulled back, like we're in like code 2 or whatever the fuck these stupid shits mean. But apparently we're like, you know, we've upped our concern about this bullshit, you know, back to the, you know, maybe like one step in the other direction. And I'm just like, I'm not going to change anything.
Me neither.
I just also want to get along. So I find myself kind of like lying a little bit. Like, yeah, totally. I mean, no, I absolutely didn't get the jab, but you know, I did.
You gotta pay your bills and you gotta and in Glenzer, this is my point. This is what I need to say to family. A lot of people get the jab and still get the coof.
Oh, I know, apparently. And that's somehow my fault. Because I didn't get the jab, then I can spread it, blah, blah. It's insane.
And actually, our own Cinch and Dildo. This is Cinch and Dildo. This is Croatian information. So I can't, I don't know if I can read this chat. You guys can see what it says.
I shan't.
This is Croatian information. I am not a doctor.
How old do you think Cinch and Dildo is?
Ooh, I would guess like around our age, like mid-30s.
I would think that too, but he's got that old school like comic book avatar, which was at least 15, 20 years before our time. That's like a 70s thing. So you think like he's like a well-researched person, or do you think he's a fucking bitter, mean old man?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I know he's into smoking, but
he's
still the older guy.
He's very funny, so I assume he's younger. I assume just by his tone, he's younger. I would think 31.
Yeah, 30. I would say
what I would think. 32.
As young as 28 is old. The oldest is probably like 36.
Yeah, I don't even think he's yeah, I think around there. I would say yeah.
Yeah, you're probably
early 30s is what I think.
Yeah,
that's based on his tone and his wit. That's my assumption. But who knows? And
Anthroparion, this is an anecdote. This is not medical research. This is a personal anecdote. Anthroparion, he got double jabbed and got the coof a week later. And yeah, took him down for 3 days. That sucks.
Damn, dude.
Oh man. And Dildo says I'm as old as you want me to be, Matt.
I prefer when you're mean.
Hey, he saw maybe he played back and saw the damn money and it's like, oh man, it's time to butter up for the bread. And thank you, Cinch and Dildo, for showing up. We were wondering where you were, man. We're like, you're a part of the team, just like Islington Girl and Anthroparion, Glenzer, and everyone else. And those people come and go. Obviously, Ogre Squasher, who executively produced this show. And yeah, people who got it shouldn't feel bad. People who didn't shouldn't have to feel bad. Yeah, that's man. And like my fear is like, so wait, is this the long-term way we're going to just handle things for the rest of forever? Is there never going to be an end game ever? Because like,
yeah,
even let's just say they were 100% correct in their assertions, and they're not. I mean, there's still people who think that the mask protect them from other people, but that's neither here nor there. Let's say everything they say is correct. You're literally saying for the rest of humanity, if you want to keep this up, because I've heard people say, "Oh, because there's new variants, you'll need new vaccines, and then you'll need to." That's going to keep continuing because that's how human bodies work. So you're saying forever, if you were to require people to get the jab, for the rest of time, our health is going to be dependent on whatever the drug companies come up with, which you can argue it kind of is now, but it's not like you're obligated.
But it's not obligated. It's like I never had to get like any kind of a vaccine like to do things. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's not even, and like, I'm not, are you an anti-vaxxer? Oh yeah. Nice fucking pejorative to try to just diffuse any kind of arguments I might have that are logical. Right. I understand because I have questions and hesitations. Oh, that means I also don't think the polio vaccine is real. It's like, no, I'm fine with that vaccine. You know why? Because we've had 100 years of scientific proof behind it. This one, you just cooked it up like 2 months ago. I'm a little suspicious. Also, all this information about the U.S. government funding a Wuhan lab, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of things to be suspicious about. So, I'm sorry that I have some fucking questions. Like, the idea that I can't even, how dare you even question it? It's like, are you that naive? Like, why aren't you questioning it?
And I hope Bryce Day is wrong. Extreme getting yeeted. Let us know if we get yeeted. And real quick, we weren't being ageist, man. Award 665. We're making fun of Cinch and Ditto. We're not saying all old men are bitter. We're saying maybe.
No, I just wanted to mock him, man. I don't give a fuck about the age. I just want to make fun of him.
Yeah.
No,
we were making fun of
one of my favorite people in the world is Jim Norton. He's like 54. It's not.
Is Norton 50? I guess he is like 54 now.
Yeah, he's getting up there. He just had a birthday. Yeah,
happy birthday, Norton.
Like that. Yeah. No, so it's like it's not an age. I mean, Gary's fucking 50. So I love Gary. No, it's not about that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to feel him out, because he has like a hipness, there's like a youthful hipness, but like there's also like a bitter kind of I've been around long enough to be too naive kind of vibe. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to I think I nailed it. I think he's like 31 or 32, but he'll never tell us.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see a lot of cool stuff as Bryce Day alluded to. I don't want to get the stream yeeted, and I probably still will just covering this story because our own Gina Carano doesn't. Not our own, like we own her.
She is though. We love her. She's ours.
Yeah.
We own her.
Yeah, she owns our hearts at this point.
Damn right.
Gina Carano, actress behind Mandalorian's Cara Dune and Deadpool's Angel Dust, called on people to speak out against the government lockdowns and in response to new variants of the coof.
Tell him, girl. Love you.
Man, actually, here's the tweet. She said, the best time to have spoken up about these draconian lockdowns would have been when they locked us down. Second best time would have been any time since they've locked us down. And the third time would be now. And don't let this go on. That's her tweet. And I'm not sure if you saw what they did in, I think it was France. I mean, they basically rushed whatever capital. I want to say it was in France.
What? Didn't hear about that.
Well, you think they're going to report that shit?
Oh, look at Anthroparian's got a good comment.
Live with the virologist, and she's staying well away from the jab. Bitched out and guided to allow me to travel to Europe without the hassles. And it turns out they still need shitty tests. Eesh. Oh man, says the old lady 54. She heard you. You're dead, treading on dangerous ground.
Well, why? I don't know. What did I say? I love it.
I hope to make it to my 50s. And
also, I met the old lady. She was delightful. She was a wonderful woman. She's from my part of the world. She's from New York. I'm from Jersey. I love. All love.
Shout out to the neighborette, Woman Award 665, neighborette of the beast.
Neighborette of the beast. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
Hail.
Oh,
hail.
Nothing wrong with being 54. And by the way, Man of War called you old. We did not call you old. Anyways, that'll be fun.
I didn't call anybody old. I was just trying to feel out Central Dildo. That's it. And he's saying, and then since Joe goes, Matt's always trying to feel me out. Don't flatter yourself. Don't flatter yourself, young man. Young man.
Yeah. And the selfish part of the reason for doing it was travel, because travel I can get. But yeah, it's a hot mess. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm traveling to Vegas in August, and I don't think I need it for that. So
yeah, at least not yet.
At least not yet. I mean, it's another month, so hopefully they don't change that. I don't want to. Yeah. I ain't doing it if I have to.
I think you should be safe in a month, but
I would
next
think
year,
so, right?
I could see them announcing something in the next few months about next year, potentially.
Well, if that's the case, and me and Comics are driving to Vegas, gonna pile in his SUV.
Maybe it wasn't. It was Spain.
Oh, Spain.
I know somewhere in Europe they were in the fucking capital, and I'm like, oh, they thought, well, what happened that week? Because I wasn't there. They thought what happened in January was bad. They're not fucking around over there. And she had some more stuff. I'm trying to skim it through it just to kind of get her quotes. She says, I request to restore freedom to visit our loved ones during their stay in the Nevada hospitals and will abide by new regulations, but patients must be allowed to have a family member with these times. Yeah, I agree.
She's right. She's fucking right.
First off, these hospitals in general, outside of the coup for anything, they can really take advantage of people who don't know any better, in a bad situation. And there's independent reporting on some of these hospitals getting people to get elective surgery that they say is required because there's no, you know what I mean? So they should, in general, just for life, you can have whatever little regulations you need, but they should still be allowed to have their family.
Dude, I mean, that's the thing. It was like lots of people couldn't go to family members' funerals. Like they couldn't go pay their last respects to like their parents because they died in the coup. And then well, then you can't do that, and it's like, I know it's been rehashed before, but meanwhile, fucking Gavin Newsom's having dinner with all his, you know what I mean? Like little cronies and shit like that. It's fucking nonsense, man. Like we've all forgotten that we've been taken advantage of, and we're all, we're getting comfortable. Like, oh well, I guess everything's okay, and like, oh, I guess no, fuck that, man. Like, remember, like there was a lot of thievery going on, and for safety, blah blah blah. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on Sentient Dildo.
Yeah. Man of War says Vegas will be his fourth flight in 7 months, as long as the states should only need a chin diaper. So I think we'll still be in that thing. I guess his flying hasn't had him having troubles. And then, ironically, Bryce Day thinks Delta, of all things, of all airlines, may need a negative test.
I can handle that. I don't mind. Like a negative test is not the same thing as the jab. I don't want to do it, but
to be fair, I wish more people would care about negative tests and jabs. Because like if I don't have it, then let's go. I don't have the flu or polio either. So like, then what do you want me to do?
And also, like, I never had to prove I didn't have the flu to get on a plane.
Yeah.
Like I never, and it was just as contagious and just as deadly.
Hey,
never was.
I've never had to prove that I don't have tuberculosis, which is way worse.
Way worse. Yeah, absolutely. That never came up.
Yeah. Do you have anything else? Oh, this is just a response. Talking about nurses, my sister's a nurse and still has not.
Really?
Huh? Yeah,
no,
she's a nurse.
I'm just reading the this cunt's tweet. Like, or that you. It's just like, if that's the case, why get so upset about it? Like, why are you mad? You're not mad because her information was wrong. If that was the case, then just correct her. You're like, no, what's more important is these restrictions and people should be following it. It's like, your agenda. You sir, or whomever you are, your agenda. You're an agenda person.
Yeah. Sentient Dildo, and I have a slight pushback to this, but it's not a good one. Let's not forget the psychological effects this will have on kids. They'll make sure this generation will be socially awkward autists. The thing is, their parents already are. They already raised that generation. So these are the kids of socially awkward autists who are going to be even more socially awkward and more spectrum. And I'm not making fun of the spectrum because there's a non-zero chance that I am. I had a woke counselor who thought I was, but she was a woke idiot. So
there's a non-zero.
Non-zero. Yeah, I cannot confirm nor deny. She was a medical professional, but
you
she was
don't
also
seem
an idiot.
autistic to me.
Okay, well, cool.
You're a good listener. You're quick, like on the like you pick up social cues. Like you understand like when to jump in, when not to. I don't think you're autistic.
Well, see, a lot of that stuff I just kind of like.
Chad,
that was not natural.
Chad is autistic. 100% Chad's autistic. No, I'm just kidding.
Shout out to Jed.
No, I'm kidding. Shout out to Jed, pop culture archivist.
Yeah, sub if you haven't.
No, I just picked a name out of the hat. I don't think Jed's autistic.
Let's see. And then some of these are older stuff. Okay. I think that's pretty much it as far as that goes with Miss Carano.
Stand based as usual.
Yeah. And thank you for the clarification. Not autistic, just retarded. Thank you, Central Dude.
Yes, that's
Appreciate
accurate.
it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I like this Florence Pugh chick from Black Widow.
What's going on with her?
I don't know.
She was
she's just kind of hot.
Oh yeah, she is hot. Was she the one who wasn't the Taskmaster?
I
didn't see it.
I don't know. She's the sister, or she's not. I don't know.
She's the sister.
I don't or is it the other one?
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't care.
You guys are gonna have to help us. Neither one of us saw Black Widow, and I'm not going to.
I just don't give a shit. Like I don't even care to trash it, even if it sucks. I don't care. It's like it's Black Widow. Whatever. Like
it's 5 years too late.
You mean the fifth most interesting Avenger? Like who cares? Like whatever. Like I don't care.
Man, I think there was a time in the like phase 1 or 2 if they would have did either a Black Widow or Black Widow Hawkeye movie that would have hit. I'm like, oh, this is a fun, different thing to kind of see their different perspective being a powered people. I mean, I guess Tony doesn't really have powers, but he has that suit. But you know what I mean? And just seeing their perspective. But it's like, nah, that time is past. That time is past. Speaking of the past, I got one more thing I kind of wanted to talk about.
All right, before you do that, because I got a super chat from the Wait Down.
Oh man,
for $4.20. Thank you, sir. It's been a very lucrative stream. So thank you very much. The Wait Down says, I'm not entirely sure what he's referring to, but it says, such a cunt. Lol. Seriously, though, don't get all pissy. It's all jokes. Y'all know I love y'all. No homo, or I wouldn't be here. Lol. Huh. What? When were we? We weren't.
He was calling you a cunt.
Yeah, no, I know. But like, who are we? Were we talking about the Wake Down? Were we giving him shit?
I thought we were calling him producer.
Yeah, I think we did nothing but praise the motherfucker. Sentient Dildo, on the other hand.
Yeah.
You know, that guy.
Isn't the girl's last thing she saw Florence Pugh was in Midsommar. This is a movie I have no interest in. It looks way too weird for me. And she was screaming on the floor. So yeah.
I don't know. I just looking at her visage, she's quite attractive.
Yeah. And it's okay, Vig, it's not your fault. You're a person of color, every white liberal ever. Yeah, that's very true. And you're problematic. I have something semi-problematic. And this is we talked about He-Man, which is unfortunately a bait and switch, but at least people see that coming. And this is also a bait and switch, but I like my heart. Michael Keaton, there's set pics of this Batman 89 Batmobile, and Michael Keaton's going to be back, and they have like set pics of still have this doof.
I hate the set pics. Hate him.
I really do too, and I almost want to show the Moloch picture of him.
I know, right?
Well, fuck it, we will. What the
fuck? Like, I mean, it's like whatever. It's so. It's not even the proof I need to not like him. Like,
no, it's not.
He's just so snarky and sassy, and he just thinks who the fuck he is. I really don't like him.
Yeah. So here's the pics. I guess it got copyright claimed. Looking at the article, I was no disrespect about it. I'm skimming through stuff. I only have 10 minutes left, so I want to rush this one a little.
Yeah.
But these are the pics. This is the current version of the Batman 89 Batmobile. As a Batman fan, even though I don't like the dude, like I said, I can't just give up on everything. I'm probably gonna, go see this.
That does look like a cool ass Batmobile.
It is.
Let me be honest. Like that looks baller.
Is it? Oh, Jesus. This archive thing. It does. It looks cool. The set, which I can't blow up, it looks cool, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be good. Oh, did you skip a super chat?
Oh.
Did either of us skip super chat? Sorry for super chat got skipped. Now I'm gonna check.
Oh yeah. I didn't even see this. Sorry, dude. A half hour ago, Wake Down sent me such a cunt. Get it? Okay, now I get it. He says, sorry, dude. I totally missed this one. It says, let's be fair. If you could get a Kevin Smith equivalent or above on this show, you'd wear an Ant-Man helmet to do it.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Sorry, man. That's hilarious. I wasn't saying. Well, okay, and not to get all serious. I wouldn't though. Like, what I love about what we get to do here is that I don't have to be beholden to anybody.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. Like, that's 100% the like, that's what I love about this. I get to say what I truly, genuinely believe, and fuck everyone else. Like, that's the coolest part of this job, of this thing that we're doing. So, I'm not saying I wouldn't have Kevin Smith on. I'm not saying I wouldn't have anyone. It's almost, I'd have you on, but I'm not gonna juggle or tap dance to do so. But if you come on, you know what I mean. If you come on and you're cool, it's gonna be hard for me to just be like, "Fuck that guy. That guy sucks." It's like, well, he was really cool to us. So what am I gonna say? But you know what I mean. But it's like, I'm not jumping through hoops for fucking anybody. I don't care.
And I would be respectful, but I would still ask him questions. Like, even we had Robert Meyer Burnett on, and we pushed back on some of the stuff he said.
Damn right.
We were respectful and stuff. But we, if somebody says something that's, that we got a challenge, we'll say it. And Isn't the Girl doesn't want to be a mod. She wants to make sandwiches. Stop being a male feminist and try to make her work. Yeah. She said sandwiches for all. Like, let's all get sandwiches.
Her sandwiches are delicious. What are you doing?
There you go.
What are you taking good sandwiches out of everyone's hands for?
Yeah. See, Wait Down's too lazy. This is why gender roles exist.
See, it makes sense. We all fill in where we get in.
Yeah. Yeah. See, perfect role. Yes. Let her keep making sandwiches. And the ogres don't dance, they disco. There you go.
Damn right. They're the party.
And just because I couldn't help it, I got to show two Ezra Miller pictures. Firstly, this is him choking the shit out of a woman. This has happened in Iceland.
This happened.
Year plus ago.
Yeah, he was
totally choked a woman.
Real piece of shit too. It was really gross and uncomfortable. Like, if you watch that video, it's really awful.
Yeah. Is it still active? Let's see if we can watch it. This is why I don't want to see this movie. Yep. Oh, come on.
Learn it? Did you want to fight? Is that the deal?
Look at this shit.
Whoa, bro. Want to fight? You want to learn it? Did you want to fight?
Looks like she was playing around. He took it seriously.
Yeah.
He looks inebriated, drunk, something else. Speaking of something else, real quick. This is okay. Warning. I know people were eating. If you're eating, if you're into, and if you this is a warning. And Hell Godzillionaire, and you think he looks like a woman in this pic? I got a pic for you.
Oh,
if I got to show the Molech picture,
yeah,
I got to show it. So, and if you know, this is Ezra Miller
at a big event, like the Met Gala or something. Like, it was like one of these like giant events. Yeah. Yeah. And if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. So we talked about the Molech stuff and talked about the that type of stuff. He's in that.
Are you surprised? Is anyone surprised?
Yeah.
Is this a shocking revelation? Oh, really? Is he part of that? Oh, yeah. Well, what do you know?
Pictures are like this.
Weird.
He can do shit like this. Yep. The rules don't apply to them.
That's
because of that.
Ogre Squasher again.
Whoa. Ogre, chill. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh my God, man.
I hope you're not a part of that crew because I have no choice. Like, listen, we've given you this much money.
In this case, and if that's the case, you know what? I'm fucking with it. Like,
Jesus, squasher. You've spent almost a rack on us, man.
Wow.
Another $101.31 super chat from me, and I assume another super chat from Matt. So that brings his total for the Culture Crime Fighters. He didn't 600. Did he?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No,
maybe he didn't.
No, he
500. Still is the same. But not. Nor do you have to, man.
No, please. We are good.
Yeah,
we're good.
Yeah,
$500. 500 fucking dude. We have to like dedicate a stream to this man or something. Like, how do we show our gratitude?
Yeah, how do we pay you back? And he's not money laundering.
We got to do something. Like, honestly, like Ogre, like pitch us like an idea. Like, I don't care if it's aviation. We'll do an aviation stream for 3 hours if you want. We'll like get into like the history of it. I'll do research and pull up some videos of like, you know, the new Bezos like rocket or something. Like, shit, I think he did do it.
Did he? And Islington Girls has a good point. Ogre Squasher, if you ever want to come on the show, you funded it. You can come on the show. If you ever want to come on the show, I'm tossing out there. I'm sure Matt's gonna be cool with it too. Because I made more money sitting here streaming than I did dealing with the bitchy boomer cons at work.
I gotta do something with this money. I want to like donate it to charity or something. At least like $100 of it. He gave me $300. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I gotta do something with this money that's like selfless.
Jesus,
that's amazing, man. You're awesome, dude.
Ogie, if you ever want to come on the show, like you have an open invitation for either my show, this show. He's already been the executive producer.
Yeah. I don't even think he wants. That's what I mean. If he wants that, you're welcome to it. But I want like, let's like do like a stream on his favorite movie or something. Like I just feel like we owe it to him. I'll say this. Let me say this because we're wrapping up. We're over 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think around September 1st. It might be September 1st, but I think around September 1st, I'm planning on doing a charity stream for this comic shop in Austin called Bat City. That's a nonprofit. Like their whole business model is not a business. So they basically like they sell comics, but all the above board money, like anything that isn't about like running the place or paying the people is all nonprofit. It all goes to like fund children's literacy. So I want to do a collaboration with them and do a live stream, 2-3 hours, something like that. That's pure charity. So like every single super chat that comes in, every dollar that comes in goes right to that charity to help children's literacy. And I want to get, I don't know like who we can get on the channel. I'm just saying, but if like we can get like, at least like Drunk 3PO to mention it, Gary to mention it, just to like, bring people here so that we can actually do it. So September 1st, that's a goal stream. So keep an eye out for that. And that's the day when it would be like very well appreciated, like super chats and shit like that.
You know what? Speaking of that charity, that maybe that's something we could kind of donate some of this Ogre Squasher money to. Do they have a way to donate it directly to them? Just say here, we can find it because maybe that would be.
I would really appreciate that.
So we can use this potentially money launderer. I don't think it's money launderer. I think he's just
not money laundering.
He's a private jet pilot, so he makes a lot of fucking money.
I guess he does, man. Love it.
He's the private jet. So cartel. Appreciate
it.
Jesus, man. The way Ogre's playing is we got to be in the same hot tub too, man.
I have
nothing on but a smile.
I have an email for them. I have a Twitter. I have an Instagram. I don't see like a straight up donation thing. I'm sure we'll definitely create a fundraiser. I will definitely set up one 100% when it comes time for the stream. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm assuming they're on board. I mentioned it when I went there. They don't know what we do, which is to talk shit about all industry and like fucking hate on woke bullshit. So they might be woke. I told them to look into me just in case, but this is my plan is to be like September 1st to have this stream. So if they're down, hopefully we'll do it. If they're not down, well, we'll do some other kind of fundraiser. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we have to, man. And Ogre Squasher, man, thank you.
dude.
Sailor Moon stream. I don't know. I don't get I know who Ricada Law is, but I shudder to ask what the hell happened with the Sailor Moon stream.
Godzillionaire, when you donate $600 to a single stream, then you know what? We'll take your requests.
Yeah.
Before
Just
that,
love the channel. Ogie, let us know what you want, man.
Yeah. You want me to stream
anything.
a certain game? Like we could do a game stream. We'll do a game collab stream, something like that. Whatever. We'll do Flight Simulator for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Let us know. You can teach us
I-
about the instruments.
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah.
Since your dildo's been watching too much Cocaine Cowboys. Flying
Flying a
Cessna.
Cessna. Yeah.
Something you see here.
He's like curious, very curious.
Man.
Well, hey man, I hope that I see you in Vegas or something, Ogre Squasher, man. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I'm blown away, dude. It's unreal. So
This is unreal.
genuinely.
It wasn't just Ogre Squasher to kind of, I want to, every super chat counts. Brightest Day,
Yeah.
Anthroparion, Wait Down with a couple super chats, Wes Moody. Actually, I should do the amounts. Brightest Day, Tip 333. Ogre Squasher, all his super chats are 101. Was it 101.31, 101.81, and 101.71? I don't get the reference to the change, but whatever, man. Like, you're the man.
You're the man.
Anthroparion tipped just a tip, $13.97. Islington Girl also tipped $2.84, which probably is different in Canadian. And Wait Down with 2,420 tips. And Man of War, Neighbor of the Beast,
Yep.
tipped $665. And Wes Moody with $333. So all you guys together, 300 plus, obviously heavy on Ogre Squasher, but everybody else, man, you all keep I'm not at 1,000 subs yet. I'm not a monetized channel. And because of Ogre Squasher, because of all your support, I am monetized. You guys have kept, you keep the lights on in the Vigilante Cave. One thing, speaking of actual lights, I'm probably going to use this money for actual lights.
He said something. Ogre Squasher said something.
Ah, yes, we will show the Falcon Jet.
Would love to.
Ogre Squasher is learning how to fly a specific jet. And it's called the Falcon. Let's see if we can find images of it. So this is what Ogre Squasher is learning to fly, because the planes don't just, despite what you see on movies, where just somebody who's never flown before, I'll fly this, like Steve Trevor flying a modern jet. That's not how that shit works. You have to learn. So, and this is what's baller about the shit that he flies. Look at like the interior.
Ooh.
You know you're baller when there's like 8 seats, 4 seats, like
dude.
plane only.
And when you're the pilot of that shit, like that's pimp as fuck. Like you're cool. Like any hot women who are like on that flight, which I'm sure it's actually quite common, like they're looking at you like you're the fucking man.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude.
Oh man.
Look up a Falcon 2000s.
Falcon 2000s. Okay. Let's see.
Dude, that is a slick looking fucking jet.
Christ.
That looks like some CIA shit. Yeah, that's fucking cool, man.
Jesus.
That's cool, dude. You get to fly.
Yeah, man.
That was a dream when I was a kid, to fly, to be a pilot.
Yeah, who doesn't want to fucking be a pilot?
Right? That's
like
cool
flight is
job.
one of those things that captures the imagination of humans. The fact that we're able to do it is like, even every time I'm on a plane, it's like, yo, I'm in the fucking air. That's crazy.
It's nuts. Yo, legit, Ogre Squatcher. Okay, so every time I've ever seen like a cockpit, right? Like I see like 150 different instrument panels. There's like all these different gauges and shit. Like realistically, how many of those are you really looking at? Like, are you really looking at all 150? Or are you like, nah, there's really only 10 that matter. The rest are for mechanics. Like,
yeah.
What is like, because it's so overwhelming. You look at like a cockpit, you're like, what the fuck? I Google the cockpit. Google the Falcon 2000 jet cockpit. Let's see what he's looking at when he's like got to sit up front. You put cockpit.
I can't spell.
Cockpit. The cockpit.
Yeah, it's all French.
Oh, it's a lot more screens.
Yeah, it's
a lot more screens than I remember. Oh, it's beautiful though. Wow, it's pretty sexy, man. That looks like a fucking spaceship.
Yes. And just as thing, isn't the girl says her dream was to be a flight attendant?
Well, Ogre
And
Squatcher, I think you may have found a candidate.
there you go. And Anthroparian, he says, "Do your passengers bang on flights?" This is a private jet. Of course they bang.
You see, there's a bed.
It's a fucking bed in some of these things. Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have a private jet. And then Wake Down, please. I hope Wake Down isn't right. He says it's 101, an open secret Hollywood trope. That's a Freemason symbolism. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know about that. Like the Hollywood, there's a major highway in LA called the 101.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's related.
I know something with the ones. There was something like the pillar. They're supposed to represent pillars. I don't know.
Oh, okay, could be. Yeah, dude, this cockpit is like, it's beautiful. Like, there's so many more like switches, and he says he'll never tell. There's so many like, there's so many. It's more streamlined than I expected. Like,
yeah.
Because I guess the screens make everything easier. I don't know. Like there's like less going on than I.
Yeah, you look at those. Oh, like what I thought of was what you're thinking of, where it's like it looks like the fucking Death Star or something, where there's like a million buttons and knobs and shit. But it looks like they got the few knobs and then you just screen it out.
Yeah. Oh man, what a beautiful! You get to fly that thing. That's so cool.
Yeah. I'm
jealous. That'd be tight.
This bed on there, you virgin. Islington girl. JK.
Notice the heads up display. Yeah, there's a little HUD. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's fucking cool. A heads up display, dude. That's like fighter jet shit.
It looks like a fighter jet. It's a little snug.
Dude, like what kind of like can that like maneuver like a jet? Like can you do like barrel rolls and fucking kinds of crazy shit like that?
A billionaire doesn't want to do a bear. I'm not
saying you'd want to. I'm just saying, could you?
Roll?
I'm just saying, could you? Like everything's strapped down.
Oh, barrel roll.
Like how maneuverable is a jet like this? Like, is it? I mean, I'm sure it's not a fucking F-16, but I mean, like, it's sleek and probably powerful. Like, I bet it's a pretty badass piece of machinery.
Yeah, Godzillionaire says, what kind of weapons does that bad boy have?
Dude, it's weird. Like the furniture in there is nicer than my living room.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Look, I mean, just when you see, and these are different setups. Not there's one with the bed, there's one with the thing, but it's just like when you see a plane with only a few chairs, you just think this is baller as shit, right?
Baller.
Like, only 8 people can get on this fucking plane to ride. It's like, that's insane.
And I don't know if it's real, but every time I've ever seen, like in movies, like every time there's ever a stewardess on one of these planes, they're like a fucking supermodel.
Yeah. Because like it's a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's why he probably, I mean, I'm not trying to say
the Ogre Squatcher, I think, is crushing it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a non-zero chance he is a Freemason because how rich you have to be on this thing. Every Falcon is taken up to supersonic before delivery to
wow.
Jeez, so these things can break
Mach
the sound barrier.
That's fucking sick. Wow, dude, that is fucking cool. Isn't it weird that the sound barrier exists? That's a weird thing.
Yeah, science is weird when you actually think about it. Like, holy shit, this shit is actually possible. That's why science fiction is such an interesting thing. That's what brought us here, right? And this motherfucker can actually fly a X-wing.
Yo, right?
Yeah.
He's more Luke Skywalker than either one of us.
He absolutely is.
He can navigate down a trench and drop a photon torpedo into an exhaust port.
Just like Hidden Womp Rats. And some late people. Hell, New Bomb Turk.
Hell.
I've missed you because I haven't been streaming as much. And I haven't seen some of you guys. See Nerdporial who came back in. Hell,
Nerdporial. He's on the rise.
Yeah, he is.
For that young man.
New Explosive Turk, as he called New Bomb Turk. I think that.
Dude, this is kind of cool.
It's pretty cool.
And we looked at Ogre Squatcher's channel. He had that one like flight into like Telluride or whatever.
Yeah,
that was cool as shit, man. Like, what a dope life.
Yeah,
pilots are baller.
Yeah,
Falcon.
Go ahead. Falcon 2000X is built by Dassault. They also build the Mirage and Raphael fighter jets.
Oh, that's cool. That's it. You know what? General Electric builds the Vulcan minigun.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, they had like a weapon. They're a huge weapons manufacturer. You'd never know it because it's like, oh, look at my GE oven and my microwave. Also, lots of dead Iraqis.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. That explains why they got those tax breaks they used to get, and they probably still get.
Probably still got.
Last point before signing off. Now I'm thinking of what the fuck was that movie? Catch Me If You Can, which was supposedly based on a true story.
It is based on true story.
How the fuck did that guy impersonate being a pilot in the 60s or 70s or whatever it was? Like how? How do you when you're
I mean, I remember the movie. Like he never actually flew. Like he never actually was behind like the instruments, like whatever the stick.
That's just movie magic.
No, he just managed to work in the system. Like he would do deadheading or whatever, as they called it in the movie. Like he would just pretend he was like a pilot just hitching a ride. He would just lie. He had like these checks and all that shit.
Oh,
as I recall.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah.
That's a
really good movie.
Yeah.
And no, we didn't actually cover the Black Rifle Coffee guys. Did you hear about that?
No, what happened?
I only heard vaguely. They were Black Rifle Coffee.
I know who they are. Yeah.
Yeah. They kind of have a based brand, so to speak. And I didn't really see the interview. I saw of it because I guess I was like, whatever. Because I'm not even a coffee guy, so it's not really my thing. But like they said, I guess they were trying to do a little backtracking on their brand and do a little virtue signaling.
No, really? Like their whole brand was, we don't do that. Like I saw like a commercial for them where they're just like, well, you guys are arguing about what bathroom you can use. We're like here not giving a fuck. And then he gets behind a big machine gun. Like,
yeah.
So what did he do? What did he say?
Unfortunately, since I didn't really get into it enough to know. So they were always just pandering twats. I don't know exactly what they said.
They've been on Rogan and shit.
Yeah.
Like they're supposed to be based.
I'm about to check.
San Antonio's Black Rifle Coffee faces backlash after denouncing the Proud Boys and other extremists. No, leave me alone. I don't want to subscribe to your stupid news outlet no one cares about.
Yeah, they did the same thing to me.
Wait, coffee. Okay, Black Rifle Coffee founder says company is pro-conservative and anti-racist. You're not going to make any friends there, dude.
Yeah, see, they're trying to play both sides of the fence. You know what, though? Here's what I will say. This is why you really shouldn't brand yourself towards any, because I don't, I'm probably more libertarian than anything, but Jesus, the conservatives piss me off time and time again.
They're annoying.
Yeah. But like
they're all annoying. Anyone who's like a tribal kind of person is fucking annoying. And, I'm sure we're annoying at times.
Yes. I'm sure we are. But thank you all for sticking here. And I do have those pictures of aircraft photos you sent me. Because I remember seeing like like I said, the interior is so baller when there's only a few seats. Give me a second, I'll pull that up.
Do you have the sexy stews?
Man, Black Rifle Coffee is the perfect metaphor for what's happened to the Republican Party in the past 4 years. If you know what it really kind of reeks of now looking at this reeks of, oh man, the orange man's in office. We want to ride that wave. And now that he's out, it's time to switch up. It's almost like the opposite of CNN.
All right. I found the quote, and it says, I guess, he says in particular, I guess this is the founder says, Hafer used the interview to denounce the Proud Boys and other violent white nationalist groups, saying that he's, quote, hijacked the... What?
As the Proud Boys, like I'm not even a Proud Boys guy, but they're not white nationalists.
No, they're not, and that's always the pejorative. It's always a generalization. It's just a way to discredit anyone who disagrees. But they says he hijacked the brand's imagery. The racism shit really pissed me off. Hafer said, "I hate racist, Proud Boyish people. Like I'll pay them to leave my customer base. I would gladly chop all of you people out of my fucking customer base and pay them to get the fuck out."
Oh, really, guy? Yeah, fuck you, man. And it's not. Let me. You know what? I need to explain why. Fuck you, man. I'm not saying as a black man. I'm not saying
as a black man
to go with Stephen A. Smith, who doesn't even like black people. That's neither here nor there. It's so disingenuous. First off, I mean, obviously the Proud Boys have a lot of black and Latino and non-white members, right? Secondly, it's like you're doing the same thing they did. We started off with The Last Jedi. We ended with Last Jedi. Oh, these racists who don't like Kelly Marie Tran. You're just coming up with a narrative and acting as if that narrative has to be true.
Yep.
And then trying to virtue signal base on that narrative. And it's like
I don't even care where you stand on the Proud Boys, but it's like
because I'm
to come out.
They are kind of just gay. Like,
yeah, they're gay. Like that's the thing about a lot of these groups. They're generally just ineffective and unnecessary to even mention. Like they're not. It doesn't matter. Like who gives a fuck what your stance on the Proud Boys is? And it's also like, all right, you don't like racists. It's like, fine. I guess maybe it could be a sensitive point for him because he could be just like, I don't like that. Like I'm suddenly like the pro-racist coffee companies. Like that's not who I am. Like. I don't like that. I can understand him coming at it from that angle. So I don't know. Like this doesn't bother me. I'm
bothered by the false virtue signal. I'm bothered by like you're telling me he's been this conservative based brand this entire time and can't make the same differentiations we make between stuff. You can say I'm not a Proud Boys guy. I'm not a Proud Boys guy. I'm like I said, Cinch and Dildo's point is kind of mine. They're not white nationalists. They're just I think it's gay. There's still the what's my man Gavin McGinnis.
But that's not Gavin's not even he's not
in it anymore, is he?
No, he never was. Like it was a joke. Like
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It was a joke, and I was like shocked that it ever became like a thing.
Yeah, someone hijacked it. It's like it happens.
But it's like that's what I don't like. It's like he's trying to instead of saying, "Hey, man, we have our beliefs, but we're not with this." Anyone who associates us with white nationalists is full of shit. You can say something like that. Like, well, that's not what we believe. We're conservative, but we're not into that. But
I'm just saying I can understand if it's us, like if all of a sudden like people, some racist group like started using us as like the example of people who don't play into some like insert racist narrative here. Yeah. I can understand being fucking annoyed.
I get that.
Like that's not fuck off. Like especially if they're like cunts and like I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like I could see myself saying like I'd gladly pay these people to leave my shit. You know what I mean? I kind of get that.
But you got to know the way he said, sometimes it's not what you're saying, it's the way you do it. And I feel like they had enough tact to give a different response to me. To me, it just comes off as the same thing. Like I said, all these racists are going after Kelly Marie Tran. It comes from that same energy of a false thing. But you know what? I do understand what you're saying because at the end of the day, this is capitalism. You at the end of the fucking day, they're just trying to fucking sell coffee.
Yeah.
So I get that point of it too, where it's like, hey, we don't want to be associated with anything, but it's just like, come on. Like I don't even drink coffee, so this is not my thing. If Cinch and Dildo didn't bring it up, I probably wouldn't have covered it. But I think it was Cinch and Dildo. I apologize for this. And I see Ogre Squasher what video are you talking about? This is this is the actual
triple
cockpit.
Shock tires and store with brakes off. Okay. I guess shock are probably those like little like wedges that go under the tires. That's what I would think.
You can get a pretty gang bang on a jet. I'm sure you can. Actually, let's show next picture of the jet itself. And hold on. This is the jet. It's the actual in the hangar.
Ooh, pretty.
Young red carpet.
Man, that's a
Flags.
sexy looking aircraft. I love that like sleek is like visually pleasing and also like functionally.
Effective. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
does Tim Pool has food buckets?
I have no idea.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. Maybe he's just like catastrophizing. Tim Pool kind of does annoy me because he like every video is like, this is it. This is the whole everything. And it's never that. So you're just like, all right, I like you, but I don't need to listen to you all the time.
Yeah. And this is the panel.
APU. I don't know what any of this means, obviously.
Fire.
Why would I?
Are there weapons on this damn thing?
Right? Does it have a couple rockets just in case?
Yeah.
A couple of Hellfire missiles. Also, make sure you buy Ben Shapiro's Birch Gold. I will.
Is that something he sells?
Probably.
Because I don't listen to these people.
I can't listen to any of them. Like on occasion, if there's an issue I really need to hear like a contrary voice to, I will. But for the most part, because conservatives are just as annoying.
Yeah, they are. There was some story that I didn't really research, but there was I guess there was like a porn star who showed up to a conservative event and they hassled her, and I'm like, you guys are losers.
The only thing I'll say that the most recent story that I'm on the side of the conservatives is the Olympian, the hammer thrower girl who like turned her back on the flag.
Oh yeah, that pissed me off. It's like
you're representing the country.
Why are you in the Olympics?
Like, I just don't understand. Like, that's the only thing. And it's like, people are like, well, it's her right to say it. It's like, where does that right end? Because if she was a white guy and said something racist, you wouldn't be saying that. You wouldn't be like, well, it's his right to express himself. He wants to hate Jews. He can. You wouldn't say that. You wouldn't be okay with it. So where is the line for her freedom of expression? If it's universal, I'm all on board, but I know it's not universal. You just are like, yeah, fuck America.
I will say this. I'm not attacking this from a freedom of speech issue. She has no right to do it. I still have the right to think it's in bad taste though.
Yeah, I just don't believe when people say she has the right to do it. Because like, no, she doesn't. Because if she was just going to start spouting off about how BLM was a terrorist organization or something, that they wouldn't be like, well, it's her right to say it, so we have to respect it. They'd be like, get this racist off of the Olympic team. Like they wouldn't be okay with it. So it's not like you respect free speech. It's just that in this instance, you don't find it offensive because you're like, America's bad anyway. So like, what's the problem? Like it's not like a universal respect for her ability to express herself. You just don't have a problem with what she said here. But if you did, you'd be calling for her fucking head. So don't tell me this is a free speech issue. It's just this is a politics issue, like everything else.
And like my real issue is like, listen, you're representing the United States of America,
and you're turning your back on that flag. That matters.
You have to have the fucking flag on your fucking like gear because that's like the rules. Why did you want to go to the Olympics?
Thank you.
And the only answer I can think of is clout, because if representing your country has nothing to do with it,
right, then
what the fuck are you doing there?
Right.
What did you go to the Olympics for? If it was for your speech and this, and I'm sure they're going to bring up my man, Jean Carlos from the 60s and 70s, who, by the way, the thing, he semi-regretted it because Harry Edwards put him up to it. It was a guy who was like a socialist type, sociologist type guy. But he's a black guy, but he's kind of near the socialist thing.
Neo-wokey, like one of the proto-wokies.
Proto-wokey.
Yeah.
And he kind of, he wanted to be for his people, but he kind of like, man, that's all I'm known for. All the work I put in, all the training. That no one will remember that I even won the fucking medal. People just remember the pose, and it's like all And he got a lot of shit for it. And I'm not trying to add on to that, but it's also like he didn't disrespect the country though.
No, I don't have any issue with that gesture. I don't even think it's close to the same kind of thing.
Like she turned her back on it and then gave a statement like she was angry that they were playing it. I'm like, you're in the fucking Olympics. Are you kidding me?
Like if nothing, the Olympics is about nationalism. It's like it's crazy that like you'd be like, nah, I'm not into it. And like I still think she has the right to say it. I just know that her right to say it, like her right to express herself, ends when the left decides it's unacceptable. Like that's my issue with it. It's like if she wants to do that, that's fine. And I also want a flaming racist javelin thrower. Flaming. I want him to be like fucking putting
like John Walker.
Yeah, I want like David Duke to blush. You know what I mean? Just like Jesus, fucking tone it down. Because if you respect his free speech, then you do, right? Let it go, let it fucking ride, right? Because that's how those are your principles, right? Free speech for all. That's what you said. That's what you believe in, right? So then you have to accept this too, because that is in line with what you say you believe. We all know you don't believe that. So fuck you. That bitch should be fucking like saluting the flag.
She isn't. Just don't disrespect it. You
Show
can be
some
neutral.
goddamn respect. If that look, I'm just saying it's like it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
And if it's nothing, then fucking salute. And on that note, I do have to get
Yeah, I know we got to get going. Yeah, I did see the story for that the U.S. soccer team. It took a knee and they lost the fucking game.
That was very funny.
Yeah. And here's the Falcon IV. I know we got to go for about half an hour. We've been trying to wrap, but since Oak Squash paid like trillions of dollars, we'll play.
It's true.
And we can wrap after this. So this is the Falcon Eye. Yeah, hopefully I'm sharing audio. I am sharing audio. Oh, Rajesh has a channel. Please sub to Rajesh.
Oh, indeed.
Going down at East in the south of France, and the Dassault flight ops team is hard at work.
By the way, Oak Squash, is this the video you said like 4 minutes? I think
Kind
it's this.
of night flight. Our mission commander is test pilot Philippe Ribourg. I am ready.
Wouldn't that be funny if that was Ogre Squasher?
Olivier Ferrer.
Oh man.
Whoa, man.
We leveled off,
cool.
and I slid in to the left seat, the one with the best view by far. Normally, it's hard to beat Mother Nature's offering, but not in this case. This head-up display
Whoa.
green with envy.
Wow.
I was seeing the world through the Falcon.
Wow.
We provide to the pilot a very good feeling of where he's going. And now we put that in the head-up display, and added with the EVS, we have the best picture we can get from the runway when you land with very low visibility.
Holy shit,
We were
that's
on our way
cool.
to Chambéry-Aix-les-Bains Airport, nestled in the French Alps. The north-south runway is ringed by mountains on 3 sides, the dreaded Box Canyon. But with Falcon Eye on this pitch-black night, the treacherous terrain is as plain as a clear day.
As soon as you descend
UFO
with
monitor.
the head-up display, you are aware of this mountain. You
Actually, no,
can see
Ogre's
them
real name, so it's
because
not
of
Philip.
the
He's not
SVS.
Philip.
Okay, I know.
Unless he
it's
lied. He
Actually,
could be
so do
faking
I.
it.
Yes,
I know it's
you
real
can
name
image
too,
from
yeah.
the ground. Even at night, if you have fog, you see the lights coming from the approach.
Fog is the lights.
Flight plan going to Chambéry.
The circle-to-land approach to runway 36 is sporty, to say the least.
Sporty?
That point, which is a VOR of
It just
Chambéry.
seems.
At
I couldn't
6,000
imagine
feet,
actually
then we
doing
turn
that.
right
Like,
to intercept the axis.
It just feels like an adult should be doing it. Like not
yes.
Yeah.
With a slope of 4.5 degrees down to 2,000 feet.
So we
Pilots
got on
have
our
less
toes
crashes than
and set
than
up
motorists.
for a low approach. On final,
Yeah,
we kept looking
but
around the hut.
not every car crash is a fiery explosion.
Literally,
True.
a day difference.
That's true.
It's a big challenge to go
But not
to
even.
very low
Sometimes you,
altitude
you
and to see the
crash
lights.
land,
You
bad
land
landings.
without
Who's that?
Hey, I saw the movie.
go around for sure.
Oh fuck, what's that Denzel
Dassault
Washington
has
movie?
always been a leader in head-up display
Oh
and infrared
God!
technology.
Yeah, it's been a
It
while. I
stands
know
to
what you're
reason
talking
for a
about.
company
It's like
with such
Flight
deep
91 or
heritage
something.
in the
Something
world
like that.
of sonic fighters.
Dude, Ogre, have you ever flown a fighter fighter jet?
We push a
Yeah,
lot
if you're still
in
here,
that
it's funny you
direction
left.
because we think that helps a lot the business aircraft pilot.
That's cool.
And he
I,
said
safely
the things I said were weapons. That's a engine fire.
In
or-
fact, everything about
Civilians.
this aircraft is aimed at making
Fox 1,
pilots
Fox 2.
feel at ease in adverse
Mhm.
environments.
Boy, I like the way this thing flies.
Philippe let me take the stick on our last approach.
Jesus
Whoa.
Christ!
Tell you to start to flare a little bit to the left, please. Yes. Okay.
It looks like he has to look how
Okay.
unclean that
Flare.
looks.
Good. Not too much. Not too much.
Take this stick. Don't kill everybody.
Excellent. Very good.
Oh,
I
man.
managed
Ah,
to
they're
keep the
down.
landing, but flunk the taxiing.
His cousin's an F-16 pilot. That's
That's what I
sick.
Oh,
You just push R. You just
No,
push R. I
cousins
forgot to
are-
tell you that. You just push rudder left and right and brakes on the top. My apologies.
There's only so much technology can do.
I'll let you taxi.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta go. I gotta wrap
Yeah.
it up.
we will
That
wrap
was
on
the
that
shit.
moment.
Yes.
That was great. Ogre Squasher, I cannot tell you how much the contribution has meant. And thank you for everything. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So, yeah, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged, share, subscribe, please do so. Please sub to Matt from Foulball Productions if you want to see this episode next week.
Hell.
We may have a pretty big guest next
Let's
week. maybe.
fingers crossed. It's been kind of several months of trying to get this particular person, and I know
Yes.
eventually he or she will join us. But
He, she, or they. Don't want to assume
or
gender.
they, them, zim,
Could be
zer,
they, could be they, them. No
be
guarantee. Could be
Dragonkin,
or Elliot Page.
Elliot Page could be that person. Yes, 100%.
them.
It's not, but it could be.
Could be. But
Yeah.
I will see you guys later. Time to play that wonderful intro outro. And
Yes.
peace
Ogre,
out.
yeah, Ogre Squasher says, thanks, guys. Thank you, my friend.
Yes. Thank you for everything, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Peace.
Later. Bye, guys.